What's up, young bucks, old goats? I got Tank and the Bum. What's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Long time for the Tank. When's the last time you did this?
I guess when I moved, so maybe February, sometime February.
And that was of this year?
Yeah, this year.
I'm like, I lose track of the timelines now. Time fucking goes fast, and then like something seems like there was yesterday. Something seemed like there were years ago. So yeah, like fucking 10 months.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Super Bowl time, around the Super Bowl time, February.
Like the end of February.
Oh, fuck it. We'll drink to that, bro. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So, on the agenda, besides hanging out with my boys and having a couple of drinks here, I want to talk about. I'm going to go on a little monologue for a minute about my Dolphins. Then we got the FIFA Club World Cup is coming up next year. We just had the draw this week. I think the full schedule came out today, maybe, or yesterday.
I think so, yeah.
So we probably have that. We could talk NFL week, whatever the hell it is. What week are we on now?
14.
Week 14. And then if we have time, we're going to be in Boston at the end of the year. We could talk a little Boston stuff. And then whatever you guys want. That's about it. All right, but before we get into the show, this sort of feels like ending a relationship. But I would say if it was a relationship, I'm gonna live in a separate house for a little while, you know, and they could keep the kids. I don't really want the kids. I don't really want the pets. They could keep all, you know, which those would be like the players. Maybe I don't even. There isn't really any player on this team, to be honest with you, that I like. Oh man, that guy, you know, I identify with that guy. That guy's whatever you want to see in a player, you know. That guy's tough as shit. There probably is, you know what I mean? But I just don't have that right off. If you ask me right now who my favorite player on the Dolphins is, I probably would be like, I would struggle. I'd just have to say Tyreek because he's the best player on the team, probably. But so, like, with those people, I decided, like, dude, I've given you guys since like I was in 5th grade that I kind of started caring about what you do. That's how old are you in 5th grade? 12. That's 35 years. I've probably watched just about every single game. I was with you on Thanksgiving, and I had the game on the phone for a little bit, and I probably overindulged on a couple other things that day besides the food. No commentary necessary, Bum. And I realized that day, I'm like, I didn't really even care. I knew what was going to happen. It happened the way I thought it was going to happen. I didn't miss it. I was probably better off by not watching it. And that was the first time that I hadn't watched a game in years. And I didn't feel like left out or I missed it or anything. So like in those 35 years or whatever it is, there's been very little joy, at least in the first 15 years or so when Dan Marino was around. It was exciting. You felt like, oh man, maybe we could win this game. If we get in, we have a shot against anybody. Yeah, the defense is not good. Yeah, we don't have a running game. But dude, yeah, he could throw, whatever. The last 24 years since we saw that playoff game, where they beat the Colts, and they basically had to kill our running back to win that game. The guy couldn't even get out of bed the next week, and we got killed by the Raiders. There's been very little joy, bro. Very little joy. A lot of embarrassment, a lot of pissed off, a lot of fucking fans of other teams fucking making fun of you, and you're like, yeah. This year I see like first it was Jordan Poyer comes in. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Let me just finish it. I'll finish it real quick. Jordan Poyer comes to the Dolphins. Yeah, these guys, when they get behind, you know, we knew you got them, you know, insinuating we're soft. Then you start hearing fucking this linebacker we brought in. What's his name? The guy we brought in this year from, I think he's a Seahawk. Jordan Brooks. Is it Jordan Brooks? The guy who was saying we played soft. in that last game.
Oh, yeah.
So it's coming from inside the team now, during the team, and yes, that is what you see. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh my God, they're dead wrong, bro. We're tough as shit, bro. We fucking, uh, we hung in there. We did no, dude. We missed tackles. We don't. They don't play tough. They're not tough. They're not. And if the franchise and the players and those people are not gonna give me anything, why do I gotta keep supporting this product, dude? Why do I gotta keep going back to you if you're just gonna give me the same crap over and over and over again? And they're not even fucking very fan friendly, dude, either, dude. Like fucking Tua's fucking making fun of people sitting on your couch, eating chips, all this fucking bullshit, dude. Like, come on, bro. We've been fucking supporting this piece of shit team for fucking decades. The last thing you should do is fucking take shots at the fucking fan base, bro. So I don't know. I kind of like, and you're always ahead of the curve on a lot of this shit because you're older, bum, a little bit. I remember when you first. Sorry, that wasn't a shot. I'm just being honest.
It's factual.
You've guided me through the pain of, and you're one of the people responsible of being a Dolphin fan, and you're always ahead of me. You're always a few years ahead of me. Like wherever you get. Sometimes I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Like I remember when I first remember you being negative towards the Dolphins. I was like, oh, he thinks we're gonna lose. He doesn't think we can win. And then eventually I became that on steroids probably. And then, I think earlier this year you were like, call me when you get to the playoffs or whatever, and you repeated it the other day. And like that's where I'm at now. I'm like, you know what? Call me when you get a quarterback, a real fucking quarterback, because you're not gonna compete with fucking Mahomes in the AFC and fucking Josh Allen in your own division until you have somebody that level. The NFL, we looked it up one day. I think the numbers were like 80%. You got to kind of 70% or something Hall of Fame to win a Super Bowl. When you get someone like that, call me. I don't need the playoff game. I just need that guy playing here. So I think that's where I'm at with these fucking people. Dude.
I think we can go all the way.
To the first draft pick, or what are you talking about?
We can't even get a good fucking pick.
So, Tank, this is what you got to look forward to. So you've seen this is like the generational view. You've seen like the generation here. The old guy, the mid-tier guy, you're the younger guy. This is what you got to look forward to.
We don't even have Chad here. He's also fallen off the wagon too. So it's like
he's completely disappeared.
Yeah, but he also made some declarations there on Thanksgiving. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
I have to say that Thanksgiving game is like the first game I haven't watched. I don't think I even watched it there on your phone, man. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I had it on.
Because I knew what was going to happen. So I didn't even. It's the first game I haven't watched in a long time. I can't remember.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe ever.
Well, and then people are like, yeah, but he threw for 300 something yards. But dude, they got down 24 zip. Was it 24 zip before they started scoring or something like that?
I think so, or 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna have a bunch of passing yards. You're fucking down by fucking 4 scores already, dude. How are you not gonna have? Anytime somebody's down by 4 scores, you end up throwing for 300 yards minimum.
Was it 24-3, Tank, at some point?
I'll look at it now.
I don't even know.
What I know is it was a beat down early, and then people tried to spin it that like he had a good game, that he had put up good numbers. How you get down 24 or whatever the fuck it was in the first place? You weren't having a good game. I
think I sent you, and again, I didn't watch it, but I think
it was 24-3 at the half.
Yeah, 24-3.
I mean, that's a pretty good. That's 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I think I sent you something where people were saying that they didn't lose that game because of Tua. I think that was the narrative that people were spinning there.
Mm-hmm.
The first half,
but they also didn't win it because of him.
I wonder what his first half numbers look like. He probably didn't even have 100 yards passing in the first yard. We don't need to look that up, but whatever. It's you're not doing good when you're down 20. You didn't do shit. You put up 3 points in the first half. And They put up 24. Yeah, you're not playing defense, but the fact you only put up 3, that doesn't help. So, you got to put up. Why am I even getting back into this? I don't give a shit.
But it is more than Tua. It's definitely Tua, but it's more than that. That's a flawed organization, man. A flawed organization.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's greater. It's greater than him. But I will say they will never amount to anything in any incarnation with that guy. With that guy there, with that salary space that he takes up, with the uncertainty of will he be there, will he not, with the certainty that he cannot beat good games up until now, with the certainty that he cannot win in cold weather. Oh, narratives. Fucking prove it, bro. Prove it, and then people stop talking about it. Until you do, people are going to keep saying, you know what? He's 0-7. You know what? They're 1-13. There's only one way to stop people talking. Do it. And they're not doing it.
And I think that streak goes beyond him too, but
oh yeah, the Dolphins traditionally have been terrible in the cold, just in general. Which would make sense. We're in warm weather. We're not used to that, It probably is similar to when those people come down here and they have to play in the sweltering heat from, snowy areas. Except you don't play the playoffs in the summer heat.
yeah, I wonder if any of those snowy teams have as long as a streak as we have losing in the cold. Is there anybody that has losing in the hot? You know what I mean? I'm gonna say no.
Probably not, and like I said, it exacerbates it too, because it's not like, oh, here's playoff time, warm weather football. You know what I mean? No, playoff time is traditionally cold weather football. Who cares? No, you're either going to be playing in a dome, or you're going to be playing in nice weather if you play a Florida team, or in fucking freezing, terrible conditions. Those are all good for those up north teams. They're used to, most of those. Even though nowadays, you would think they draft people, right? It's not like they draft people from all around the country.
Yes.
I don't think like Green Bay's like, oh, we got to get people from Michigan on our team because they're used to cold weather. Do you think anybody like analyzes that? Like, oh, let's not get that receiver out of Miami because, come playoff time, he's not going to be used to the cold weather. Or they just get guys and they get used to playing in the cold because they get used to playing in the cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody talk about that, so I don't know. I may be going too deep on that one. So what do you think? Are you disappointed in me? Do you think, damn, good for you? You should have left that deadbeat wife a long time ago.
I grapple with the other side of it where people say, oh, you're just, a fan never gives up.
Dude, when I didn't care if they win or lost, I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And
I'll say,
and sometimes I wanted them to lose.
I will be a fan, but it's hard to be super invested in nothing.
You know what my problem is? I'm like an all in fucking kind of guy, dude. I gotta be in there, bro. I gotta get there all the way. You know what I mean? Like, remember when Fitzpatrick was like, I don't want to be a Dolphin, and I was like, fuck him, get him out of here. I know the guy was a fucking good player, but they don't want to be here. Get him out of here. I always felt like that at jobs too, and people that worked for me too. You don't want to be here? Go. I don't want to be somewhere? Go. I gotta be all in. Bro, it's fucking hard to root for these fucking people, dude. It is fucking hard to fucking root for them, bro.
Yeah.
They make it really hard.
Yeah.
Where's the joy? Where is the joy?
Right. That's what it starts to be like, right? Like the misery you just can't deal with the misery all the time.
And the joy is what? We go on a little fucking run in the regular season against shitty teams, and we put up a bunch of points, and we start fucking cock teasing everybody, and then just to fucking say, got you, sucker. Like, how many of those that we had? You know, like, that's fucking brutal, dude. And I'm tired of fucking arguing with people too about it. You know, go, bro. Have your fucking Tua. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not even going to argue with those people. Just, yeah, okay.
It's wasted energy.
It's like retarded children, bro. You can't fuck. You know, what are you going to do? You just got to fucking whatever. All right. Sure.
They're going to have to figure it out for themselves. You're not going to change their mind.
No, it's like a stage of grieving. Everybody does it a different way. Some people are in the denial stage, and you can be in that stage for the Dolphins for fucking 20 years probably. Or people are not as invested, you know, and they just check in and they're like, okay, we're winning, cool, time to root. Oh shit, we're losing, time to fucking whatever, disappear. Oh, we're winning, I'm back. Oh, we're losing, I'm out of here.
By the way, if you look out there on YouTube, there are guys there are Dolphin fans that have their own podcasts specifically about the Dolphins, and there's a lot of those guys that have done one of these monologues of, that's it, I'm not doing this anymore. There's plenty out there.
Oh, really?
You're not the first. For those people, you're just a hater, it's only you. No, there's other people.
But are they quitting their show, or they're just like emotionally disconnecting themselves?
They're disconnecting themselves. Yeah, they're not quitting their show because their show obviously is centered around the Dolphins, but it's like, that's it. You know, they're not if they were towing that narrative before, this team's it's building, it's turning the corner and all that, they're certainly not doing that anymore. They certainly believe this thing has to be blown up. You know, they may have been contributors of that narrative, and they're done. That's it. And some have said, yeah, I'm not going to follow this until it gets blown up and there's competent management and a different quarterback.
And these were Tua people at one point?
I think they were support. I don't know if they were Tua on, but they were rational people that, you know, okay, you know, he's playing good now. Okay, he got hurt. You know, they were in the middle, kind of, not one extreme or the other.
If you had to guess from the people that you talk to, from shows that you watch, be it YouTube people, national media, friends, other fans, whatever, if you were to do like a survey in your head, what percentage of those people would you say are Tuanon? We know Tuanon. Middle and haters that they just fucking hate Tua.
I think it's the majority is both extremes. I think there's not a lot of middle.
I'm thinking it's 40, 20, something like that. 40% are like fucking Tua. Yeah, dude, he's gonna fucking get us. Another 40% is like me. Fuck, that guy fucking sucks, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then 20% is, I would say, you're probably more reasonable. You might be leaning towards my side more, but you're not as extreme. And there's probably, I would say, in that center area where they're like, he's getting better, whatever, 20%.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I've seen enough, definitely, where no one could tell me, oh, you're just a Tua hater. I've given him an ample chance. So I don't think it's a situation of, you know, that I was just a hater from the beginning, even though I never liked the draft pick. When he started to play well, I said, okay, let's see. Let's give him a chance. But I think I've seen it.
Tank, you at one point very excited with the team. I don't know if you liked Tua at one point, but I know you were excited. Where are you now?
I gave him a lot of chances, honestly. I think I just kept having to like push it a little later because I think the first 2 years I was like, whatever, he's getting into it. It's not the same as college ball, a lot of things change. Then the third year, did the third year he get the concussion?
Yeah, that's another thing. Every time he had a concussion, it sort of reset the. Well, now
Yeah.
he was doing good, but he got hurt. Now he's got to get back, and it was always like a reset with that. So I
I,
believe the first major concussions were the third year, and then
Yeah,
I think the fourth year.
2022.
Yeah, and then the fourth year he was able to play completely, and then this year was when he got back to a concussion. So yeah, it
and
was the third year.
I think third year was like I was like, we had gotten Tyreek, we had Waddle, second year Waddle, he was already getting good. We had all the weapons that he needed. We had gotten, I think at that point we had a X and we had Javon Holland. We had a lot of good players. We had Christian Wilkins. We had everybody, and then he got the concussion. So I was like, okay, I'll give him to
Dude,
next year.
that was a fucking talented fucking roster, dude. That was a roster to make some noise. And last year was such an opportunity to fucking have home field when the Bills were down and they fucking blew it, dude. That could have been different, with the home.
So that was like the last year I was gonna give him. Then he got concussed, whatever. Then I give him. Then the next. Didn't he get concussed last year too, or no?
No, last year was like the one anomaly. Everybody was like, "Yep, that's it. We're good. Give him $250 million. We're good. We got over that." That was the one year he played the entire year
without any issues.
Yeah, he put up really good numbers. 4,600, 27, 28, 29 touchdowns, or something like that. And that's when we give him a fucking boatload of money.
Yeah, and then
and immediately
this year he just
signing it. Some linebacker came in and fucking, or he fucking headbutted.
Yeah,
As soon as he signed the contract.
Yeah, he needs to go now. Yeah, I think he's a decent quarterback. I don't think he's all that great. I think he's a amazing backup for somebody, but I don't think he's the one we need.
He's not a difference. He's not a I'll put you on my back kind of guy. No. Which is what you fucking need. All those Super Bowl winning guys, at some point, they've had to, unless you have, there's the outliers, right? You have the Ravens defense, or you have the Ravens defense coupled with an amazing running game too, right? It's like not just one thing, or you have, just something else that's just so much better that the quarterback's importance can be diminished. But usually, you need to have a fucking baller in that position, dude, and he is not. He has flashes of shit.
And there's no doubt the team plays better with him than with
for sure,
the other stiffs they put out. But it's almost like they do that on purpose. It seems, if you believe conspiracies, right? Like the backups are so shitty, that he's better, but they do play better with him.
I mean, you would expect that. He's the guy that they practice with. He's the guy that they built the offense around, built the blocking around, brought in the weapons, brought in his boy Waddle that he's comfortable with. Like everything is tailored to him. So it has to be better with him.
And to be honest, he's a good guy, and the team seems to like him.
Never stole a freight train.
But that's not gonna win you a Super Bowl.
Give me a son of a bitch that can fucking win in the fucking playoffs in the cold, and he doesn't do charity work. I'll take that guy. I don't watch football for nice guys.
I just looked up the weather thing. It says that it's a myth. Over the past 20 years, when dome/warm teams have traveled to play a playoff game with a temperature below 32 degrees. They're 11-13-1 against the spread. Just a little
when a dome team has had to go outdoors,
dome or warm have gone to go play off
okay,
a
but
playoff game.
the 13 losses, most of them is probably us.
Probably.
We probably have skewed those numbers more than anybody else.
And when the temperature is 25 degrees or below, they are 5-6-1.
Okay, so in general, yeah, but if you look up the Dolphins number, the Dolphins are fucking, I think, 0-7 for sure. The last 7 just regular games, because if you go 7 playoff games, you have to go back to fucking 1960.
No, the stat was 11 or 12 in a row with games where the temperature was 40 degrees or colder, I think.
Right, regular season or playoffs, whatever.
Right.
Whatever the case.
Right.
Tua is 0-8 when the temperature is 45 or below.
I believe that even goes to his college days. I'm not sure. But
as an NFL quarterback.
Oh, NFL? Okay. That's more than a trend, bro. That's more than a coincidence.
Dolphins have 3-7 all-time record when temperature is 23 or colder and have only won once since 1992.
To be fair, when Dan Marino was going up in December to play the Bills, we knew we were going to lose. It was almost automatic.
Sometimes we'd split those games, but that's the best that we would do, split them.
We'd get one every once in a while, but we felt like this is going to be a loss. Not only it was cold, but the Bills were fucking good too.
That last 90, the game we probably won in 92. Cowboys, right? The Cowboys.
I don't know.
Thanksgiving.
And wasn't that one like a miracle?
Yes, the Leon Lett play.
Yeah. Randy, that last thing I read was we were 11-13 in the last 20 years, warm or dome teams. And it says here that the Dolphins have lost 12 regular season or post games when the kickoff temperature was 40 or lower. But it says regular season. It's not only playoffs. The other one is playoffs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because
but we don't make it, so I don't think we're in that stat.
You're talking playoffs. We have the one against the Chiefs last year, and then probably who knows the last time we played a cold weather. We played the Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers, that was cold. Not as cold as the Chiefs. That Buffalo game where Skylar Thompson played, that had to be cold.
We almost won that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are all losses that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then even those games at the end of the year where we could have gotten in, some against the Bills, one against the Titans. I don't remember who else, but there might be multiple Bill ones in there. Most of them not even close games, like not even the Skyler one was probably one of the only ones that we should have won, actually.
But you take the cold part, and it's about being a good team. We had the AFC Championship in 1992 at home, and we lost that game. So it was not cold.
We suck in any weather, but we especially suck in the cold.
Yes. Exactly.
But yeah, in the playoffs, just everywhere. Like, what is this fucking thing? Oh, dude, this team, you know what it has? It does this. No. Everything that we're known for sucks, dude. You know who doesn't suck? This fucking team, Boca Juniors. You would like them, bum. We're gonna talk about them in a little bit. You know what they are? This is what I wanted to ask you earlier, Tank. Your family is also, right? Boca?
Fans? Yeah, except my mom.
She's River Plate?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That comes from before the marriage, obviously. You're like,
yeah, her dad, my grandpa.
Those are like the two biggest teams in Argentina, Boca and River Plate. Have you ever heard of them, bum?
No.
Oh wow. Okay, they're like Yankees, Red Sox, I guess.
Kind of, yeah. I always try to put it into perspective, but you kind of can't.
It's kind of like that, except like 40% of the country is a fan of this team, that's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
40% of the population.
Yeah.
I don't know River how much it is, but that's like the second most. And they're like Los Millonarios. That's their nickname. You know, they're a little bit, the fans of them and them
Snobby.
are a little more high class, snobby. They eat fucking sushi in the fucking stadium and shit like that. And these people are more like the fucking street people, you know, the people from El Barrio, you know, the workers.
Yeah.
All that, you know, and they're like from a little, you know, small area there, which like, I don't want to say impoverished, but it's like, you know, not like a rich neighborhood. It's like,
They're the working class team.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. And the team over many, many years has this like persona of like always playing like, you know, real tough, you know, busting their ass, incredible comebacks all the time, you know, from games that you thought they would lose. They beat like European teams when they've played in international competition sometimes, which is the level of play in Argentina is really like a minor league for those other clubs. When anybody gets good in Argentina, they sell them, they buy them because they depend on that money to keep things going. So they kind of get poached of all their good talent. But even so, they've been able to compete and beat some of those guys in some cases, which is right now they're kind of down, but you know, historically they've been like that. Should we do the NFL before we do the club?
Yeah. We could do NFL.
Can you pull like a schedule or something there?
Yep.
You got any who do we even play? I don't even know who we play.
Damn,
Jets.
What do I mean we? You guys. I don't know who you guys play.
Jets, I believe.
The Jets?
I don't know if it's home or away though.
That's another one they'll win and people will be like, we're right back in there. We just gotta
yeah, that sounds just like it, dude.
That's how it ends up at the end of the week. They're like, yeah, we up.
There.
Fuck, they didn't help Tua. They didn't help him. He did his job. How can he win? How's he supposed to win when we don't tackle?
That sounds like a kid from the fucking 30s watching Babe Ruth.
It sounds like a gangster or
And the great Bambino's up to the plate. Go, I haven't sharing it.
don't be a wise guy.
Oh, it's Fats Malone, huh? Do you got? All right, let me put this on the screen here. We was gonna win, but you know they didn't tackle that game. All right, I got it.
I saw a little of that Packers-Lions game. That was pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully Lions take it all the way.
The
That's
Eagles are on fucking fire, right?
That's a gutsy team. They make gutsy moves. A lot of times it doesn't work out, but they got some balls, man.
And why?
Sure.
And why? Why do they have balls?
What do they do?
Because their coach has balls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the fucking personality of your coach.
Oh, why does? But you know, it kind of goes hand in hand. Why does?
Why are we like this? Because our coach is like this.
Because the coach has balls because he's got really good players too, so he could put his balls on the line.
No, but dude, that guy always coached ballsy. He did it when he was with us. It didn't work out because he didn't have the talent and he didn't have his craft, you know, figured out yet. You know, he was just thrown into the fire after I think we were like snorting cocaine and shit that year. I don't know if it was that year or whatever, but he was just thrown into the fire. But you knew he is kind of the same guy, you know?
Yeah.
So
I think a rocket's taking off.
can you see it? You can see that? Yeah, you can see it from your house, right? Usually.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Wow.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I see them all the time. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, when we're up there in Nettles, you could see them sometimes.
Yeah, it's like I've seen probably already 60 plus, but I can say it's something I don't get tired of seeing. It's pretty amazing.
The night ones are the fun.
Yeah.
Opus, dude. All right. What we got here?
Dude, Dan Campbell was with the Dolphins?
Who? Yeah.
Campbell?
He was
interim head coach.
But before that, he was like what was his position coach? He was like a was he
Tight ends.
Tight ends
Yeah.
coach or
Tight ends, yeah.
did
oh,
he
didn't we go to the game that he was the interim coach and we blew out like the Houston Texans like 45-0 or something like
yeah,
that?
and it was like 42 zip at the half or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there. And then we went up to the New England and then we got the smackdown.
Oh, dude, and he won with the Super Bowl with the Saints.
As a was that as a player?
Oh, as a player, yeah.
You
Wow.
know, we've had some.
He won the Super Bowl as a player, and then the following year he went to Miami to be coach.
Wow, he was a player in 2009.
Yeah.
That's a couple times that we've fucking let interim coaches leave that have ended up being pretty good elsewhere. Todd Bowles was another one, even though I know not
He's pretty good.
solid.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of if the team responds to the fucking interim coach and your team isn't that fucking good anyways, give the guy at least a fucking season, bro. You know, I'm not saying any interim coach, okay, you got another year too. No, the team responds, and I would say the team responded to him. I think they were 3-5 or something like that. I don't remember the exact record he had as interim, but they sort of responded to him. At the end of the day, the talent didn't match up with the other games and shit. What's the hurry with this piece of shit team you have here anyways? You're not going to fucking, give the guy a shot and then, maybe take some more time. Whenever we do a coaching thing also, it seems like we got to get somebody. Who's there? Fucking Philbin. Get him. McDaniel. Like, what's the damage with fucking keeping the interim guy one more year and then you do a real analysis with some time? It's not like they fucking went out and got Bill Belichick or fucking Jimmy Johnson.
You saw where that bum's going?
Who?
Bill Belichick interviewed for North Carolina.
You're kidding me.
No.
College?
He may take the job.
Wow. That's up his alley. More up his alley, probably, dude. His style of coaching would probably go more.
Campbell's 5'7" as interim head coach.
Of the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Wow. That's better than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
There was a small contingency that thought we should have given that guy a chance.
That I don't remember.
Not huge, but what happens is that at the end of the year, he ended up on a kind of like a losing streak, if I recall correctly.
Belichick makes red carpet debut.
In the Oscars or fucking?
No, that's with his 24-year-old girlfriend.
Belichick has a 24-year-old girlfriend?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
He's 72.
Yeah.
She's not even his age backwards.
Sports Illustrated. Bill Belichick expected to accept North Carolina job if he receives an offer.
First, he's going to bang a 24-year-old.
This one is 9 hours ago. It says Belichick's North Carolina interest appears serious after second interview in NYC.
What a fucking step down, dude. I got to fucking say. I'm happy. Shula's going to be safe, right?
That's what I'm hoping.
With the record.
You ever saw that picture of him fishing out the 24-year-old girl who's like dressed as a mermaid from the water?
No.
See if you find that one.
Dude, it just came up. As soon as you said that, I scrolled down and it's there.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, hold on. I got it right here. That might be... That's his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's a 48-year difference.
That's Belichick, dude. That's a real picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so un-Belichick, dude. Was he just putting on a fucking persona this whole time and he's just a fucking goofy old bastard?
Oh, he apparently likes to bang young chicks, so he can't be that terrible.
Dude, and her mouth is open and shit. Dude, that's a small girl for this fucking barrel-chested old bastard. Fucking shout out to fucking Bill, dude. That's where he bangs her, in that little van. You ever saw that picture of him coming out of like a fucking room, like at 5 a.m, like a house, where obviously he's like, they call it the walk of shame. You ever seen that shit?
No.
Oh, dude, it's funny. There's like a Ring video of him right there. It's that second there of him like leaving the house with his shirt off, and he just runs to his car and he dips. Yeah.
How will earning unlimited cash back make you feel?
It's not a paid sponsor.
Yeah, you can move it.
I think we got sidetracked.
Yes, we did. We'll look at Bill after he bangs his chick, and then we'll go down the NFL schedule.
Actually, he may be taking that college job just to get more.
Yep, that might be what he's doing. He looks like he might be a little bit fucking ripped here too.
Oh yeah.
And dude, they said it's like fucking cold as shit wherever he is there. That's Nantucket. I don't know what the or. Way to go, Bill. All right, can we put the NFL, just run through the games real quick?
We like him now?
I like him better now that he's not coaching.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so 1 o'clock, Browns, Steelers.
The Browns beat the Steelers just a couple of weeks ago in the snow.
The Jameis Winston, was that like his first start or one of his first, or he's been there before that already?
Dude, the guy he throws like for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 5 picks. It's truly amazing.
He almost threw 500 last game.
Yeah.
I used to really dislike that guy when he was in Florida State, and he's kind of grown on me, dude.
He's a character, bro.
He seems like a good guy.
Oh, he's a good guy for sure.
He's a gunslinger.
Yeah, crab slinger. Saints, Giants.
Wow.
That's a shit bowl right there, right?
That's
or the next one.
that the Saints coach is a former Dolphins coach, Darren Rizzi.
He's interim, right?
Yeah.
He was our special teams.
Yeah, and a lot of people liked him.
Was he good here?
Special teams, I think he was pretty good, and a lot of people thought that he should have been considered for a head coaching job here.
We had a good return game under him. Yeah, Darren Rizzi. Okay, this next one's Jets Dolphins. Do we know if it's at the Jets or at the Dolphins?
It's at the Dolphins.
Okay. I wonder what the line is. We're probably favored by like 4 or 5 in this game.
I have to say, I did not think the Jets were going to be this bad.
Neither did I, dude. I'll fucking eat crow. I'll eat crow on that one, dude. I thought last year defense would carry over, and adding to the mix a real quarterback that they didn't seem to have last year, and some seasoning of the receivers and skill position players that they already had, adding to the mix then even some guys, and
they got Devontae Adams on top of that.
They've been worse, right?
Yeah.
Almost as bad or worse than last year?
Yeah.
I think worse. Because they don't have the defense.
I fucking missed that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Well, you think the Dolphins are going to win?
I hope so.
It's a division game. Who knows? I'll tell you what, it ain't Zach. What was that bum's name? Zach
Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
So who knows? This is the first time they play Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, dude, this is another shitty game here too, right? Is Sunshine going to be back, or is he still?
No, he's out. He's on the IR.
Yeah, I think he's out for the
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed him, dude.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Did you see the guy's tweet? The guy that took him out, Aziz or whatever his name is.
No, what do you say?
He said if they want to make him the villain, he'll be the villain. Dude fucking cheap shotted the shit out of him.
Bro, I'll fucking sign that guy, dude. That's the kind of I want those guys, bro.
You know what that kind of reminds me?
I don't want the guy getting hit. I want the fucking guy that hit.
That sounds like say goodbye to the bad guy.
You're never gonna see a bad guy like this again. You have this fucking bad.
Hey, that franchise, Jacksonville, is at a crossroads with Sunshine, and it's almost for sure they're gonna get rid of that coach.
But dude, look at all these shitty teams we've just talked about, and we've just done the first 4 fucking games on the schedule. The Titans have continued sucking, right? Pretty much.
Yes.
How about the fucking Falcons Vikings? The Vikings falling off that early season thing.
The Vikings?
Yeah.
No, they're
still
winning. Do they got 1 or 2 losses, Tank? Maybe 2 losses?
All right, so they're still doing it.
With Sam, I'm retarded Donald. I
said 10-2. Yeah, Sam, I'm retarded Donald.
Why do you call him that?
I see ghosts. Remember that?
Yeah. And the Falcons are what, like 500?
I think so, yeah.
That's another one. I thought the Falcons would be a lot better with Kirk Cousins, man.
Yeah, 500, 6-6.
Oh shit. Yeah, they're probably fighting it out.
I mean, they are better with Kirk Cousins.
They are better, yeah.
Not
better than last year, but not as good as you thought they would be.
Right.
Yeah.
And they've always had the receivers. They just needed the quarterback, but it's true what you're saying.
That's another team that has really good talent. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, whatever.
Robinson.
Drake London. It's a pretty good team, man.
Speaking of shit teams, the Panthers play the Eagles. The Eagles are on fucking fire, right?
They're playing well, dude. That Saquon Barkley pickup, just fucking amazing.
Hey, and fucking Vic Fangio is a fucking genius again, right? All of a sudden,
yeah.
It's not that he sucked, right? Maybe we were fucking soft, like he fucking. I think he insinuated something to that.
I think he did say something, yeah.
Dude, when there's fucking smoke, there's fire, dude. Like you can't.
Yeah.
So many people.
Exactly. He said something like, I think he was trying to be nice. He said, like, some guys don't want to work hard. That's soft.
Yeah, there was, I think Cam Smith was like, they kept like, why doesn't he play? Why doesn't he play? And, you know, it's true. You got to fucking practice, dude. If you're not doing it in practice, why the fuck am I going to put you on what the fuck are you going to do on the field if you can't even do it in practice, bro? You know? And you're a rook, bro. You got to show me something. None of that shit matters that you did in college. So that's another one that you look at and you're like, dude, fucking we're dysfunctional, dude. The guy was a good coach. We just didn't have the right fucking players. Why didn't we have the right players? Because the fucking GM sucks, dude.
And the Panthers have reinserted, if I could say that, Bryce Young, and they're playing pretty well, even though they're still losing with him, but at least they're moving the football. They're scoring points. He looks better coming off the bench after sitting there, after the Red Rifle was playing and, you know, came in. Now they benched him and Bryce Young's back in, but.
And so that's the old little fire got lit under your ass and you're like, oh my God, I'm about to throw away my NFL career. I better fucking start doing something here.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got Raiders and the Buccaneers.
The Raiders are a fucking mess.
When are they not, bro?
There's a team that kept the interim coach, right?
Oh my God, they're 2-10. No, they didn't, bro. They did it this time. They didn't do it the time that they should have fucking done it with the Bisaccia. I like that guy, dude.
Yeah.
He ended up in Green Bay or some shit, like as a positional coach or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's somewhere. Let me see, Bisaccia. Anyway, so
How do you spell it?
BISC.
Chuck Pizzazzo.
No, Bisaccia. Something like that.
Piazzio. I don't know.
No, Bisaccia.
Pistachio.
No, that's
that's
a nut.
Special teams for Green Bay.
There you go. Yep. So this should be the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
The Bucs are what, 6? Is that 6-6?
Yep.
So everybody's probably in the mix in that division. Got let's see, we got live standings.
Yeah, it's close.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, even the Panthers are not out of it. You know,
No.
mathematically. I mean, there's 5 games left. I mean, they're probably out of it. But the Saints are, the Saints probably play those teams ahead of them. Even though not going to happen, but mathematically. Look at the Lions. They're 12-1. Let me look at that real quick.
My bad.
Thanks. Sorry, before we go. Fucking Lions and Vikings, Packers. Jesus Christ, dude. They're beating up on everybody. That's why all the other look at this. 12 wins, 10 wins, 9 wins. Every other division other than the Eagles is at or around or under 500 because those 4 teams are kind of whooping on everybody. Dude, I don't remember that many 1 or 2 lost teams this late in the season in the NFC. And then the AFC, the Bills and the Chiefs. And then
Ravens. Ravens probably have 2 or 3 losses.
Yeah,
Ravens are 8-5.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah, the Steelers are 9-3.
The Bungles are another team that, man, I just don't get it. They shouldn't be as bad as they are.
Well,
what's their problem?
Their O-line always has been their problem.
They kill freaking Joe Burrow, man. They fucking nail that guy. And then he's playing in games where he's losing like 45-50.
Yeah. All right. Seahawks, Cardinals. That's the first of the 4:00 games there. So McCaffrey's out for the year, right?
Again,
yeah.
And his backup is injured.
Yes. They're
Which
down
made-
to their 3rd stringer.
Which made that guy the fucking waiver. Well, probably some people had him stashed already, right? In fantasy, Guerrero, is it?
Yeah.
Wow, they're 5-7. That's surprising. They may have the same team, the same record if the Bears win this game, which I don't know if that would happen. But
Isaac Guerrero.
That's very probable. This is going to be a close game, man.
how's this kid panning out from USC for the Bears? Quarterback.
Kind of up and down, right?
What's his name?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb Williams. Yeah, he's more bad than good.
I mean, he's a rookie, dude. I don't. You gotta give a little bit of time. I was never a huge fan of his in college, but all right. Who's next? Bills and the Rams.
This could be a shootout, or they may liquefy Matthew Stafford. Man, that's another guy that gets sacked. When he gets sacked, it's a lot.
He may get boiled down to his essence. He is a tough fucking guy, though, guy.
He is. No, that guy is.
Both these guys are fucking tough.
Yeah,
dude.
these guys are fucking horses.
Yeah. One is un penco viejo, yeah, but he's still fucking tough, dude.
Yeah.
Stafford's been sacked 28 times this year.
Dude, if Tua had to take any of the punishment that fucking these guys take, dude, Josh Allen usually self-imposed running more than getting sacked, but still, he'd be fucking dead, bro. Dead.
Nah,
Burrow has gotten sacked 30 this year.
How much has Sua? How much has Sua been sacked?
Ever or this year?
No, this year.
Let me take a guess. Let's take a,
Sorry.
okay. I was going to guess less than that. I was going to guess 10. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah, he hasn't played a lot.
Yeah. He probably didn't get sacked 18 times last year. Maybe he got sacked 21 times or some shit like that. But that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. All right, who we got after this one? Chargers at the Chiefs. Harbaugh's gonna try to fucking slow this, make this shit a fucking shit fest, probably, right?
Mud fest.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to slow this thing, put it in the ground.
Dude, I fucking like that guy, bro.
He's got a great track record, man.
And it takes balls to say, yeah, I have fucking Herbert. I'm gonna fucking switch it up, dude. I'm gonna fucking pound, and fucking play defense. And if I need it, I have this fucking guy that can fucking sling it. But I'm not gonna fucking just fucking go all out and fucking go crazy. And come playoff time, that's the fucking shit.
What college team did he coach?
Michigan.
Oh, that's right.
And Stanford before that.
Yeah. And the Niners after that to very good. He turned that franchise around. They were kind of like a shit.
Went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I still feel like he's the one who brought them back, and everything that they've done has. I know they were down a little bit, but like he revived that. They were bad, dude, for a long time after Steve Young, and I know Garcia had some success and shit, but so this is a Sunday night game.
Yep.
Bungles.
Oh no, this is Monday night.
Oh, okay, so the Sunday night game was the Chargers Chiefs. That's a hell of a game. Might be. And then
Dallas sucks ass, dude.
That's another fan base that must be like, you motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
Every fucking year, dude. We're fucking, but they do it more to themselves, I think. You know, they're like in a circle jerk all over.
Yeah.
They sort of have like our owner is like dumb in the sense that like he just listens to anybody, and Dallas owner is just like he thinks he knows everything and just fucks everything up.
He doesn't listen to anybody.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, it's his team, bro. You know.
Yeah, no.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants, but it's the same results, but through a different.
Yes, it is.
Different route to get to the same problems.
Yes.
Where you just, even though would you say that that's a talented team?
They have a couple.
Get out of here, bro.
I mean, the centerpieces there are Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb, right? Outside of that, not really.
What's up with that corner? Diggs.
Trayvon?
Yeah.
He's good. I don't think he's no game changer though.
Had a shit ton of picks for I don't know if he's continued that pace, but a lot of fucking picks.
Let me see.
Dude, they haven't had a running back in a while.
Yeah. Well, they got Zeke back, but that didn't.
No, that was even worse.
And Dak Prescott is like a taller Tua.
He has 2 interceptions this year.
Okay. I know last year I think he had like double digits.
I think Dak is tough.
2021, he had 11.
Oh, okay. I guess they fucking said, let's stop throwing at this guy. What'd you say, Bum?
I think Prescott is tougher than Tua, man. But he looks a little bit injury prone the last few years, though.
They have Trey Lance.
Yes, they do.
There's some people who say that guy has not gotten his fair shake, but
yeah. And then they got like their running back sounds like a guy from like the movie New Jack City, Rico Dowdle. I mean, like
you gotta go down to Rico Dowdle. He'll hook you up, dog.
It's Rico.
He's got
Rico Dowdle.
You bring the paper. The Tommy DeVito guy, he started a couple games for the Giants already?
I think he started one and he got like absolutely killed.
Oh wow.
And then he got replaced.
Tommy Cutlets. He got replaced by Tyrod?
No, Drew Lock.
Oh wow. Where's Tyrod? No, he's not a Giant. He's I heard his name recently.
Is he a Jet?
Oh, there was talk of that. Yes.
I'm not sure where he's at.
Maybe you may be right about that.
Let me see. Yeah, he's a Jet.
All right. Any other NFL thoughts in general? What's your overall feeling on the season, Bum, as it's going? Where it'll end up before we move on to the other football?
I mean, it looks like it's going to be, Buffalo and Kansas City in the AFC, Philadelphia, and man, I don't see anybody beating Philadelphia and the Lions.
How about the Vikings, dude? You were just high on the Vikings.
Yeah.
The Vikings seem probably the most farcical of all those. Is that a word? Of those teams, right?
Well, let's just say they have the worst quarterback of those.
He's a retard. I work with retards.
I see ghosts.
I see goats. So I mean, it looks a lot like other seasons we've seen in recent history, mostly. Bills.
There's always a surprise somewhere, an upset or whatever, but
if you had to put a gun to your head and you have to fucking tell me we're going to see the Bills and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, dude, these dogs are having sex here in front. Get out of here.
And the Lions and the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
And it's probably going to wind up with like who is at home or whatever. Oh, by the way, Tank, see if you can make it down. We're going to do I'm going to do the championship games here probably at my house again this year.
Okay.
Did you do that last year or the year before?
I believe it was the year before. Yeah. I didn't do it last year, but I plan on doing it this year.
Was that when you wore the Bobby Boucher?
Yeah. I got Bobby Boucher. I should have had more high quality H2O that day.
You're more like the
the bourbon bowl.
I remember.
What was that guy's name?
Fucked up.
I don't remember.
Dude, we ended up here like in the front yard really late with Danny, and he was telling us all these stories out here and showing us different pictures and stuff of
different things.
Probably shouldn't get into it. But yeah. There was domino playing and
yep.
That was I don't even remember the games. That's the one where Brock Purdy's fucking arm fell off and he fucking played the rest of the game with like no fucking arm. Or played for a while with like no fucking arm and they didn't have like a backup quarterback. Remember that?
I don't know if that was that game.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was them against the Eagles and like early in the game he fucked up his I don't know if it was his shoulder or whatever the fuck it was. They weren't even sure how he was going to come back.
Or his elbow.
Yeah, he ended up playing like most of the game because they for some reason they didn't have a backup, or the backup came in and got hurt and they had to reinsert. With the backup may have been that Josh Johnson guy who's played on every team multiple times. And then
that's the year that it was Kansas City and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
I believe that year was Chiefs Bills. Is that possible? And it was like a miracle that the Chiefs won, where the Bills thought they had it and they scored like in 10 seconds or some shit. I was really ripped, to be honest. So
yeah,
don't take any of what I'm saying. But the fucking Brock Purdy thing, that I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right about the injury. I don't remember the extent of
Yeah, his elbow.
He ended up throwing one pass with the fucking thing, and then that was it. He didn't throw any. They ran every fucking down. They had zero offense. It was like it was not even a game. All right. Next year, for the first time ever in this sort of format, they're going to have the FIFA Club World Cup. Bum, you obviously know what the World Cup is.
I do.
Okay, so this is that style, but with clubs. They're not national teams. They're taking, based on some ranking on the last 4 years, a bunch of the good teams from Europe, Italy, Spain, England, Portugal, France, and they're taking a couple teams from the U.S., a couple teams from Argentina, a bunch of teams from Brazil, a couple Mexican teams,
Saudi Arabia.
Is it like the All-Stars?
No.
These
are like, let me do it in football terms. Let's say we have the NFL. Let's say the CFL is an example. Let's say there was an NFL Europe, and then there was a South America NFL, and you have teams, the Brazil, fucking Brazucas or whatever. And then so the Dolphins are like, no, that's a bad example. The Chiefs are like one of the best. They're going to go into the World Cup of football. And the fucking Calgary Stampeders they just won the Grey Cup. So they're going to compete. And, so they take all these teams that have won the most championships or accumulated the most wins and trophies and shit, and they put them all in one tournament. But it's your actual team, whatever your roster is. You're not getting... You could sign people just like you would, any other free agent period time or transfer period time. And then you play this tournament. Do we have, can we put up the
groups?
Yeah, let's look at the groups. And there's some people are not excited about it. Some people are like, fuck, they already play too many competitions. But I think it's fucking cool, man, because you're going to get to see some of these teams that you never get to see
play
off
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pachuca?
Yeah, that's a Mexican team. Obviously, right? So, Tank, we'll just take it through the groups.
All right.
I just started watching football again, soccer, like the last couple months. Kind of when I divorced the Dolphins, this is my new girlfriend, and I've been really into this.
This is your 24-year-old girl?
Yeah.
Oh, but there's MLS teams in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the best of the world all over. South America, North America, Europe.
I see Inter Miami in there.
Yeah, and there's some controversy with that because they didn't really earn their way in. The Sounders are in because they won the CONCACAF, I think, is their qualifying thing. But Inter didn't really they're in as like the host.
The host,
country,
yeah.
But they're a club. There's a shitload of clubs in the United States. They could have picked anybody if they were going to do that, but we know why they picked them. Which is cool. For us as Miami people, but a lot of people around the world are like, what the fuck, dude? Why are they in there?
So,
all right, so what do we got in Group A, Tank?
Group A, we got Palmeiras from Brazil.
Brazil powerhouse, dude.
Yeah, they're good. We got Porto from Portugal,
one of their top teams there.
Then we got Al Ahly from Egypt.
I gotta tell you, are these the people who have like the most championships, like of all time?
Who?
That club.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that team.
There's one team from Egypt that has the most trophies, even more than Real Madrid, even more than Boca Juniors. And are they the Pharaohs? Is that what they call those people? Or maybe they don't call them the Pharaohs. I don't know.
Yeah, they have 14 Egyptian Super Cups.
Yeah, and then they have like a bunch of other. Anyways, those people are fucking good. That's Inter Miami's group.
Yeah, and then Inter Miami.
Who would you guess makes it out of here?
Oh, Palmeiras and Porto for sure.
Not Inter Miami, dude, with your boy?
Nah.
If it was a senior competition, then yes.
Yeah, if it was only vets, yeah.
I would think that Inter Miami gets out of here with Porto probably.
No.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think Palmeiras and Porto. I think I think Inter Miami may be third,
but dude, they even gave them sort of home field advantage too, bro. They're playing 2 of the 3 games here at Hard Rock.
Wow.
Yeah. So they could have played anywhere. They could have played in LA, they could have played in Seattle, they could have played in New York.
What's the other American team?
They're
Seattle Sounders.
Yeah.
The what?
Seattle Sounders.
The 4th one in Group B.
Yes. What do we got in that group?
We have PSG from France, best team in France.
Which is not saying much.
No. Then we got Atletico Madrid from Spain, top 3 in Spain.
I gotta tell you, I find it whack that I hate Barcelona, but I find it whack that they're not in this competition.
You hate Barcelona?
Well, yeah, I like Real Madrid, so I don't.
Oh, really? You're a Madrid fan?
Yeah, bro, a la Madrid.
Oh, wow, crazy.
You like Barca?
Yeah.
That's the Messi thing, right?
Yeah, it's mostly because of him.
Yeah.
And then Botafogo, recent champs of Libertadores.
Dude, like I was telling you, those guys are competing for their league now and that Intercontinental Cup.
Yeah.
Those people, and they fucking put money, dude. They brought in a lot of fucking players, dude. Like South American clubs don't do that shit. They laid out some cash, bro.
Yeah, that Botafogo team bum is they just won the biggest competition in South America. They're like the best of South America, pretty much.
And that's Brazil?
Yeah, Brazil. Yeah. It's like pretty much this same tournament, but only South American teams. And then 4th, we got Seattle Sounders from the U.S.
So what would you say is making their way out of this? Sounders lost it like in the semifinal, I think, in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Which shout out to the LA Galaxy. They won, I think, their 6th championship earlier today.
LA Galaxy won it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow.
They hadn't won since like 2014 or 16, some shit like that.
I'm going to say Botafogo and Madrid.
Yeah, I would think so, bro. Madrid, they got all those fucking Argentinian guys on there, right?
Yeah, they just got they have a few. They just got Alvarez recently.
Araña.
Yeah.
And fucking DePaul, I think, is there too.
DePaul's there too, yeah. Then Group C, we got Bayern Munich from Germany. Typically a powerhouse. They had won 11 league titles in a row.
Wow.
They just got beaten now recently by a lower team.
For the in a game or for
for the league title.
Okay. Oh,
Bayer
wow.
Leverkusen, they went undefeated.
The other Bayern.
Yeah. Then we got Auckland City from New Zealand, which I don't know much about them.
I'll tell you what I know about them in a minute when you finish.
Then we got Boca Juniors, Argentina. They're doing all right. Not the greatest, but they're a top team in Argentina. And then we got Benfica from Portugal, also powerhouse.
You got a couple Argentinians on that one too.
Yeah.
You got Di Maria and for Boca Juniors, this is not that bad. This could have been so much worse. They knew that they were going to get two European teams. But when you think about it, you're getting two, granted, Benfica and Bayern Munich are two really big clubs, but they're two really big clubs in two leagues that Bayern Munich, like you said, they usually dominate that league. So it's not like they're playing in champions, they'll play against good teams, but they're usually kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're fucking good and talented. And then Benfica, sort of in the same kind of situation. It's always Benfica or Sporting
and
or
Porto.
Yeah, it's like them three. Those are the three teams that win the championship, I think, every year. Nobody else wins the championship in that league. And then you have Auckland City, who, dude, this is a semi-pro team. Those guys actually have like jobs that they go to in the daytime, and then they play. This year, I think a few months back, they finally designated everybody professional, but they were semi-pro. I don't even know how they're here. I guess they won the regional championships that they had to win to fucking get there, but they really have no business being there. So Boca Juniors, here's what I think they got to do. I believe they start with Benfica. One plays 2 and 3 plays 4, and then you go the other way around. Their path to continue would be you gotta like a tie with Benfica. If you beat them, fucking amazing. But they gotta go for at least tie Benfica. You're gonna lose to Bayern Munich most likely.
Yeah.
Try not to get fucking blown out for the goal differential, and then fucking blow the doors off fucking Auckland City and go through on goal differential. That's the only thing I can fucking. But it could have been worse. I think they could have gotten fucking like Man City or fucking Real Madrid or one of those fucking monsters.
I don't think there's really a group of death here.
That group of death shit, there's different ways to define it, right? It's like it's either the one with the biggest teams, but it could also be like the one with the most even shit.
Yeah. I guess Group E would be the worst one for Urawa Reds. But I think Japan has good players, man. They produce some good players.
I think Group B is the most evenly matched group.
Yeah, I think so.
I think all those teams are nobody's like that's not the PSG from like 3 or 4 years ago, and
no,
Madrid is Madrid, but Botafogo's fucking Botafogo, and then the Sounders are not crap either. So, all right.
Then for Group D, we got Flamengo, also a big Brazilian team. They won. I think they won in 2019. They won Libertadores. So
yeah, those Brazilians been winning that for like
6 years. I think it was
6 years. Yeah, since River won in 2018.
Yeah. Then we got
they fucking beat Boca, motherfucker.
Esperanza de Tunis.
Que no tiene ninguna esperanza de pasar.
What country is that from? Tunisia?
Yeah.
And Chelsea, England.
Yeah.
Big team. Another. I think them and Flamengo are getting out, and then León from Mexico.
This one's pretty easy, I think.
Yeah. Should be Chelsea on top, Flamengo second, but
yeah.
Chelsea
I don't know much about Club León.
Nah, me neither. Chelsea should be, but they're also very unpredictable.
Yeah, but these teams are gonna. I think maybe more so the non-European teams are gonna say this is the year we got to put some fucking money in.
Yeah.
But the European teams are gonna put in some money too. The other good thing that I keep hearing that's gonna help is that this is gonna be mid-season for a lot of the South American teams, and this will be like at the end of the season for the European teams, so they're going to be kind of like worn out already by the time this competition comes around, and these guys will still be kind of fresh and in their mid-season form.
Yeah, and I think also like the lower tier teams will also try harder. It'll be their chance to.
This is their Super Bowl, bro.
It's exposure,
Yeah, this is let's see if we can really compete with these fucking beasts. They're gonna be hyped. A lot of times the European teams are like, whatever, dude. We don't.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of upsets, and it's gonna be
I can't get up for this fucking game against these fucking Argentinians or these Mexicans or whatever, and then they're gonna be some surprises, like you said.
Yeah. Then in Group E, we got River Plate, the other big team from Argentina. Urawa Reds from Japan, Monterrey from Mexico, which they're always in the title. That Mexican league though is always very competitive. There's not always a clear winner.
Yeah.
And then
when does this start?
June 14 is the opener. And we got Inter Milan from Italy. The good team, always in it. I know the GOAT's a big fan of them.
Yeah, that's my Italian team. They're kicking ass in fucking champions too.
Yeah, they are. They're doing good in champions.
And they're in the near the top of the table. I don't know.
Yeah, that Serie A league is.
Dude,
they're a few points off.
You saw that guy in the game the other day that had to suspend the match?
Yeah.
That he collapsed because of the vax, they said, I think.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Dude, a lot of those guys went down, bro. All around that time. Specifically in that sport. Because they made all those people get it.
Yeah. Kun Aguero
had to retire. He could still be playing. Dude, I think River has a chance here.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I didn't realize they got this guy from the national team recently, the defender.
Acuna?
Yes.
Yeah. He went there. I think either last year or 2 years ago.
But that's a pretty big fucking signing for South America to bring somebody back.
He's a little older.
Yeah, but I don't even think he's 30 though. Kind of a little earlier than they bring them back usually. Not that he's like elite, but still.
He's 33.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes more sense now.
So by the time that June rolls around, how many games have most of these teams played?
In that year?
Yeah.
Dude, this has gotten so fucking what's the opposite of diluted?
Refined?
No, like overkill. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. There's a different word that I'm looking for. Saturated is the word I'm looking for. The competitions and the so they have like a regular season. Within the season, they do like a cup. Like the NBA is doing that play-in tournament. Not the play. What do they call it in the NBA this year? Or started last year. The Lakers won it.
The NBA Cup or something like that?
Yeah. So they have an in-season cup. Then they compete on a European level and on a South American level with other countries for, another cup. And then this is another competition. So the good teams that compete in all those competitions, they could be playing 3 times a week sometimes.
Wow.
In certain scenarios. So
I know Italy for sure has the league, then they have the Coppa d'Italia, and then they have the Supercoppa, the Italian Super Cup. So I know they have 3 within their regular season.
Yeah.
Then they got Champions League.
Yeah.
And then depending if they win, they go to playoffs.
And then you got this, that now you're throwing that in the mix. So,
yeah, now you got this.
Like they need to have like almost two starting lineups almost to be able to keep people fresh.
The regular season bump is probably like 38 games.
They were saying that some of these clubs in a calendar year could end up playing as much as 70 games.
Without this tournament.
Yeah, I don't even know if that includes this tournament. So that's a lot, dude. Some of these players were talking about fucking going on strike because they just keep throwing competitions at them.
Especially now with the new Champions League format that they play every team once, and I think it's 30-something teams.
They've expanded all that shit, yeah.
And plus national teams. National team
not
games.
to mention, national team duty. So besides their commitments with the club, they're getting called up to play qualifiers and other tournaments with their national. And there's rarely anybody that turns down their national team when they get called up. But I think, dude, the Reds and Monterrey, they could beat those guys. They're gonna eat 5 goals probably against Inter, but the other two, I could see them. I could see them advancing. All right, what do we got next? Group F.
I'm trying to pull you up a stat about Julian Alvarez. He played a bunch of games this year because he did
Copa America.
he did Copa America, he did Olympics, and then he was doing Manchester City. They Champions League. He had a crazy amount of games in the year.
Oh yeah, because they do the FA Cup too.
Yeah,
and then
they do the FA Cup and then the
I don't know what's up with that Caribou Cup.
that one, the Carabao Cup.
That's crazy, dude.
Then Group F, we got Fluminense, Brazil from Brazil. Top team. They won that Libertadores championship last year. Or not last year.
Those are the
2019, I think, when they beat Boca.
They beat Boca, yeah. Motherfuckers.
Then we got Borussia Dortmund from Germany, another top 3 team in Germany. They're in the race most of the time, but also, the same thing that you said with Bayern Munich. They're always winning. There's not much competition over there. Then Ulsan HD from South Korea. I don't know anything about them. I'm not into Korean soccer.
No.
Or Sundowns from South Africa.
Yeah, they will be going down, most likely.
So, I'm guessing Fluminense, Borussia here.
That looks pretty cut and dry.
Then Group G, we got Manchester City, which they've been in a slump, actually.
They haven't won like in 5 matches, I think.
It was 6 that they hadn't won because they tied. I don't know if they won. I know today they tied 2-2 though against.
Oh, again? Yeah, no, they haven't won in like 7 matches then.
But they should win, get out of there.
I think they're still ranked the best team in the world.
Who's that?
Manchester City from England.
Yeah,
dude. If you look at the fucking lineup, it's like everybody's like one of the best players in the world, and everybody's like relatively young. Also,
yeah,
that's another thing I like about this sport, that you get like a good young player, and they generally want to stay on the team, and the team generally wants them to be there. And a lot of times they end up having a very long career. And quite often you'll see a guy play out his whole career in one team. And dude, they seem to be very fan friendly, dude. They stay after the games and they fucking, interact with the crowd, and the fucking people love them, dude. Like those kind of guys that are there like for a long time, dude. They like are fucking like heroes, dude. To them, I think like more than any sport that I watch. I don't know if it's an international thing or what, but they seem to love the players way more, and vice versa too. Unless they're being super racist, which that happens too.
Yeah, and they sometimes kill players that miss goals or.
Hey, you gotta fucking win, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't love the losers, okay? You can't be there for years if they're killing you. Yeah, they will turn on you real fast.
Yeah, real fast.
So there's no Miami Dolphins here.
They would not have made it here. Yeah. Miami Dolphins may be that Australian semi-pro team that we said.
Group G, also Wydad AC from Morocco. No idea.
Well, they did a good showing as far as the national team in the World Cup.
Morocco,
so
yeah.
I wouldn't sleep on a Moroccan team, even though I don't know a lot about them. But this group is fucking. Is pretty strong too.
Yeah. Ain from UAE.
That's Neymar's team, right?
No, it's the next group. Al Hilal.
Okay. Yeah, I mixed my
Alls.
Then
and then Juve.
That team. You know anything about this?
No. Then we got Juve.
You like these people? No, you don't like these people.
Juventus?
Yeah.
Nah, I like them when they had Di Maria, but that's it. Di Maria is my favorite player, so.
Dude, they got a pretty sick story to them. I don't like them, obviously, because they're a rival to Inter, but there's a documentary on them, and I don't know, fucking ESPN or something. Maybe, who knows? But, like, the owner is like the grandson of. They're one of the few teams that didn't sell to the Saudis. Like all these people have
Yeah.
fucking done. So it's like his grandfather was like a fan of the team, and his dad ended up buying it early on in their existence, and they've had the team in the family over all these years, and like just everybody in the family. They run Fiat is another one of their businesses within the family, and they've just kept it in the family, and they've had a lot of scandals and shit with the fucking
Yeah.
match fixing and referee fucking shit and all that, but they got sent down to the B. That's another good thing about this fucking league. Not this league, the sport. Most of them, MLS doesn't have it, but most of these leagues have a relegation promotion system where you can't just fucking suck every year and keep being there. If you're one of the worst teams in the league every year, you'll either go down or you'll have a playoff with the best teams from the second league, and somebody will get promoted and somebody will get relegated, and that means fucking millions and millions of dollars, because all of a sudden you're not in the top league with all the great teams coming to your stadium. You know, you're now with teams that nobody really. They're like local.
It's like the XFL or whatever.
Yeah, like if the fucking XFL champion all of a sudden came and got into the NFL and the Dolphins had to leave, or whoever was the worst team, which is incentivizes winning. And
yeah, and it's also good because whatever team, let's say a team goes down,
I think we've officially put the bum to sleep right now.
whatever team goes down, they have to go to all those smaller stadiums, and it generates revenue, and vice versa. Whatever team goes up, they go play in the bigger stadiums, and it helps out.
It's kind of crazy, dude, because you'll see like some small team with like a small stadium, and then like fucking Real Madrid goes to play, and like, you know, they fill the stadium very easily because it's like a 10,000 seat stadium.
Yeah,
You know, it's just crazy.
but
But Juventus is not going through a good time right now, but I would think, you know, them and Man City easily
should go through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Group H, last group, we got Real Madrid, fucking powerhouse. They win at fucking everything.
Yeah.
They have all the best players.
Team of the century.
Then Al Hilal, another good team, top team in Saudi Arabia. They have some good talent there.
That's
they
Neymar's team,
Took
right?
over, yeah. He took over from Europe, but he just got injured again.
Yeah.
Then Pachuca from Mexico, which they're always in the title race. You don't count them out. And Salzburg from Austria. They always do good in Champions League. They're not the best team in Champions. I'm guessing they're the best in Austria, but in Champions League, they're not the best, but they always put up a fight.
Yeah, that's the only Austrian team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, obviously, Real Madrid is going to fucking go through. Then after that, I don't really.
I think it's pretty even for second place.
Yeah, that's going to be heated, probably. What I don't know is where these people get put into the bracket after they advance, you know, like how they set up the bracket after the people advance. There's a bunch of crazy rules, like Boca and River cannot play, in hypothetically speaking, right, if they were to advance before the semifinal. They work it out that way somehow.
Yeah. Then I don't. Sometimes, well, I don't know if it's going to be similar to the World Cup, but sometimes it would be like group A and B. Then those two the groups would play each other. Then C and D like that, or A and E, B and F, C and G, D and H. But I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this one.
Yeah, generally in the World Cup, so like A1 will go to one side, and A2 will go to another side. So
yeah,
they could only play each other again in the final, which I don't even know if that's ever happened, where a team has played each other twice in a World Cup, but they'll separate them on different sides of the bracket so they can't play again into the final. I wonder how much these tickets are going to be.
I think it happened in when Argentina won the World Cup.
Oh, yeah?
I think there was something like that, yeah.
In 78?
No, in 2022.
No, they would have had to play France. They didn't play France earlier.
I'm trying to figure out the team that it was.
At least under the current format, you could only play a team twice if they were in your group and then you met in the finals. So, Bum, how excited are you for this now that we've laid it all out for you? I noticed you dozing off a minute ago. Oh, he can't even speak. He's actually muted, so we wouldn't hear his snoring while we were talking about this.
And now he can't find the unmute button.
He could be just dreaming right now.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
This is an AI model. I actually went to sleep 30 minutes ago.
Max headroom. When's the last time you saw a soccer match, Bum?
When Nicholas used to play as a kid.
Okay. Professional? When's the last time you saw a professional? I'm sure in the World Cup you must have watched a game or two.
Yeah, maybe a highlight from the World Cup.
A highlight?
Yeah.
So you've never sat down and watched a soccer game?
Not really.
Ever?
I know when I was in Europe, or the times I've been in Europe, when I'm having dinner, a lot of times it's playing in the background. And then it ends 0-0.
So you've been in places where other people have watched games on TV. That's like the closest you've gotten.
That's the closest I've gotten.
We're gonna watch a game together one day. I'll force you. But it has to be a good game. It's sort of like bourbon or whiskey. It's an acquired taste, I think. For these people from South America and all this, it's their life. You know for a lot of other countries, it's their life and it's super serious, and I get all that. Yeah. It's way more serious than we are with football or anything.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they kill each other. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Definitely.
I watched some it wasn't lower level. It was Argentinian first division. It wasn't even like Boca River or one of the big, they call them los super clásico or clásico or derby. It was two smaller teams, but it was so heated that they said, you know what? No fans in attendance. We can't even we know that we cannot even handle security for this. So they're going to play this game COVID style with no fans. It's crazy. And you'll see some crazy shit, especially in Argentina. Like the other day I was watching a game and it was like 10-minute smoke delay because they set off fireworks in the stands and the field was covered in smoke and nobody could see. So they had to wait.
Yeah, no, I understand the fanaticism and the history and all that. Certainly.
Not enough scoring for you?
It looks very similar to the games I used to watch Nikki play. There's a lot of running, a lot of stuff happening, but yeah, not a lot of scoring.
Yeah, there's a lot of build up sometimes. It's very.
Those penalty kicks are pretty cool.
Everybody like the penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes. Those are exciting, because it's fast. A lot of hardcore fans fucking hate that shit because it's like we couldn't beat you. Not fair and square, but like we couldn't really beat you. Now we're up to this luck. There is skill involved, but it's like,
right.
They beat us on penalties, it's like they beat us on, we couldn't beat you during the regular,
So they gave you some extra chance there and you got lucky.
Yeah. a lot of that part is fucking psychological, dude, because all those guys could bury it in the net, by themselves.
Yeah.
But then it becomes fucking head games and does the keeper get in your head? And it's like a lot of confidence and shit. It's like, it's fucking a lot of that part is mental. So, all right, let's just make a pick before we go. Who do you think's gonna win that shit?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a Brazilian team is gonna win it.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm feeling like they're gonna go harder than
I'll tell you,
European teams.
If it's not a European team, it's definitely I would fucking put my money on a Brazilian team.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say Inter for sure.
Fuck no, like Inter Miami.
No, the real Inter.
Oh, yeah, I think they have a good chance to win it.
Internazionale de Milano.
Yeah, I would like them to win it, and I think they got a good chance, but I don't know.
I put my money on Real Madrid. They're too big.
You bum.
Who's
I
playing?
am going for.
Let me put it up for you again.
Dude, it's good for business. Inter Miami.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I know enough to know that Inter Miami is not going to do much.
Hey,
Maybe.
you don't know.
they're playing. They're giving them all the fucking. They're giving them all the benefits. We'll
Yeah.
put you in the tournament. You didn't even make it. Messi will give you the MVP. You played half the year. Oh, we're gonna fucking give you home field advantage, basically, guys. We're gonna put you in this group that you could maybe win.
I guess
And
I'll go back to the roots and go for Madrid or one of the Spanish teams.
There you go. Good call. Dude, I gotta tell you, when they brought Messi to Miami, I thought, oh my God, that's so much money that they're paying this guy. I don't know if that's gonna work out so good. Dude, that's been a fucking home run, dude. Have you been to any sporting goods stores lately, Bum? Or you, Tank?
Not recently, but I think I know where you're going.
Like Dick's or
I do see a lot of his jerseys.
oh my God, dude! Like he is everywhere. You're hard pressed to buy a jersey from that team that doesn't say Messi on it. I wanted one that didn't say Messi on it because I generally, for soccer jerseys, I generally get like ones without player names on them, unless, like if I have probably maybe 10% have a name on it. It's rare, but it's difficult. There's just merchandise. And a lot of times it doesn't even have the team logo. It has like his logo, the little M looking thing. You know what I'm talking about, Tank?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like an animal's face or something. I don't know what it looks like. It's his stylized M, and the jersey's like it looks like an Inter Miami jersey, but it's basically a Messi branded jersey that looks like the team. But all these all the people that they're bringing in because of him, dude. I went to that playoff game where they choked. It was kind of disgusting, actually, dude. Like, anytime he got the ball, people were like, I was like, what the fuck am I at here? A fucking, some type of cult fucking thing here, dude. It was cool, though. He made a goal with the head that he, like, rarely hits headers. He had one of those. But did you see that game, Tank? The one where they lost?
Yeah.
What a piece of shit fucking defending, right?
Yeah.
And then the fucking guy fell down hurt when they were attacking, like in the box, and they were thinking that they were going to actually stop for the fair play and kick it out of bounds. You're not going to do that when you're like fucking in the box attacking, bro. Get your ass up, bro. And they nailed him right there, and that was it. People were shocked. That was supposedly the biggest upset in MLS history. And I told the kids and the wife, I'm like, we saw history, man. At least you could say it felt like dolphin shit. I was like, oh my God, here I go fucking venturing out of my fucking comfort zone. I start getting behind this team and they fucking do like some fucking dolphin shit on a soccer fucking pitch. But
so after soccer, what's the next big world sport, cricket.
Is it? I know it is. But
It's pretty high up there. I don't know.
that seems very regional to that Middle East. I get. Do they play that in England a lot?
Yes.
It's like very European, the whole fucking thing, right?
I think it's another of those super world sports, man. And some of those games last days.
Dude, but we're not putting any fucking help into fucking ranking that sport. But I basketball's gotten pretty. Look at the NBA and where the guys are from and stuff. You could tell it's very, very, very global. It's big in South America. Like all these. That's why you see all these soccer teams from South America. They're not just soccer. They're like an athletic club. They have basketball teams. They have volleyball teams. They have women's team, all under the same umbrella.
That's something football is desperately trying to do, but I just American football, I just don't see them ever really doing that.
Globalizing?
Yeah, like basketball.
No, dude. There's too much equipment involved, and the reason that soccer is the number one sport in the world is because you just need a ball and some grass. And you could be poor as shit, dude, and you could be kicking that ball around and fucking.
Well, you don't need grass.
You don't even need grass. You're right. Yeah, you could just kick it anywhere and fucking cement.
You don't even need a ball, too. Ball up some socks.
Yeah. Well, look, in baseball, those people in the Dominican, they have like a fucking cereal box for their fucking glove and shit.
Mhm.
They fucking learn how to fucking play basketball. I mean, baseball. That would be amazing if they're not.
I put up a list, and cricket is second.
Wow, dude.
But I mean, granted, it's 2.5 billion fans. India has like 1.4 billion population, you know?
But it's not even close to soccer, probably.
Soccer is 3.5 billion.
Oh, wow. And how far does that list go?
10.
Can you want to spit them out? Let's guess.
Yeah.
Let's guess. Bum.
I don't think you guys are gonna get them.
All right. There's 8
Well,
left.
you can get them, but I don't think you'll get the order.
Let's see who gets no order. Let's see who gets more of the 8, Bum. You're muted again.
In perfect sequence?
No. Just like I'll say one. Let's say 8. I get 4. I'll say 1, then you say 1, and then we'll go like that until we have 8, and then we'll see who got more. I'll let you go first.
I'll say basketball.
Okay.
Basketball is there.
Okay. I'll say baseball.
Yep.
Now it gets trickier.
Tennis.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say golf.
Yep.
Volleyball.
Yes.
That was going to be mine. All right. Now it gets tougher, dude. I'm going to say, is this only team sports? No, it's not, obviously, because we just said tennis and golf. I'm going to say boxing.
No.
Wow, dude.
I would have thought that.
Which is surprising, yeah.
Yeah. I would have
right.
thought that.
So we're tied. No, we're not tied. He's ahead 1, 3-2. If you get one
This
more
is
right.
it's like world's most watched sports.
Okay.
F1.
No.
MMA. I'm surprised about F1.
No.
There's a lot of fucking fans on that. MMA is not one of the most watched sports. Wow. So we're talking like some wacky shit here. The ones that are, there's like 2 or 3 left.
There's 1, 2, 3.
All right.
3 left.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's one that I don't think you guys think is on there, but you know.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck? How is that on there?
Yeah.
Ping pong.
Yeah, that one's on there.
All right. The bums, I think he's 1, but let's just see if we get the other 2. Football.
Yep.
American football. All right. So we got
it says NFL. It says
NFL. All right. We got Canadian football, but yeah. All right. So there's one left, Bum.
I don't know if you guys will get it. Maybe the bum, because I think he's.
I'm gonna get this one if he doesn't get it.
Swimming.
No.
Gymnastics.
No.
All right.
Is there an animal involved in this sport?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say polo is what I was gonna say.
No.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
That's like a rich fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. It has like a little hint. This game has existed since the 3rd century BC, and it was established in Europe and Asia as well. While India and Pakistan dominated the sport during the first half of the 20th century, the Netherlands and Australia quickly took over the sport.
Rugby. Rugby.
No.
Not lacrosse?
Nah, similar. According to recent statistics, blank currently has a fan following over 2.2 billion across Europe, Asia, and Africa.
I know rugby's pretty fucking big too.
It's similar to lacrosse, but
not cricket. We already said that.
Yeah.
Badminton?
No.
I don't fucking know.
What is it?
Field hockey.
Oh, that's big in Argentina. I know that.
Yeah. Women.
That's Las Leonas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. I'm shocked on the MMA thing.
I'm shocked on F1.
But
Yeah,
like for example, I don't watch F1. I mean, I guess I don't watch any of this shit that we.
That's big in Argentina too.
Yeah.
I remember whenever I was at Marina's parents' house, like it'd be like 10 in the morning, and like her grandfather and her dad were like F1, and I'm watching with them. I'm like,
was boxing not on there?
No. Of these 10, I think I watched 3.
Well, when I said boxing and he said no, then I go, oh, well, then MMA I know it's more popular, so it's got to be there. But I don't really get the F1, dude. Like one time they run around warming up their tires, and then okay, we're going. What are we doing? All right, we're just risking our lives here.
Well, supposedly it's not like NASCAR, right? That it's just.
You're right. NASCAR is more retarded. They are literally going in
It
circles.
is truly just around a continual circle while
you drink beer.
Is more of a course.
Right. We got the redneck version of that.
Hey, I just pulled up another list, and this one has 11.
So there's one bonus sport?
There's two. There's 2 that weren't on that list.
And were they any of the ones that we named?
One of them was rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah, rugby.
And then this one is a winter game.
Oh, skiing?
No.
Hockey.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't say hockey. It's one of the 4 major North American, and they played a lot in fucking Canada and Russia and all that shit.
That's
true.
Another
tough guy sport.
Which one did they take out of here that wasn't in the other one? Oh, the football NFL.
I don't know. I hockey may be tougher than American football, man.
Dude, those guys are like doing all that shit, and then I go to the skating rink with my kids sometimes, and I'm like, and these guys are fucking like pounding each other, like, bah, 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 and then you forget that they're skating, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking Bambi on fucking meth when I fucking put the skates on, and they're
like, why meth?
I don't know why meth. I don't know why I said that. I'm on more of like a tranquilizer, probably is what I'm on. Dude, skating is hard, dude.
Yeah.
I just think of that sport. I'm like, bro, it's dangerous, dude. Seems real dangerous with the fucking sticks and the fucking. You got like you got 2 knives. Basically on your feet,
and they slam you up against the wall.
Yeah, dude, those guys get like fucking concussions and shit off that.
And they fight.
And they fight.
That's like part of the game. Yeah. All right, you guys done? Okay, cool. Go in the box. All right, good fight. All right, okay. And then it's over. That's it. They might fucking shake hands after the game and shit. You know who when all the concussion shit came up recently, I was surprised that they deal with that a lot in soccer from the fucking headers and shit.
Yeah, but it's weird because you don't see it a lot.
No.
No, but I tell you, bro, when I'm fucking around with Bruno in the yard and shit, and there's one in the air and I hit it with my head and shit, I'm like,
It rattles you.
yeah, dude. Like, not a concussion, but like,
I hear that in college there's a lot of it. College soccer has a lot of it.
why would they have it more? You think?
Probably because they're actually being careful about it. So they like it actually gets reported. You know what I mean?
Oh, like minor, like a little. Because one time they said I had a concussion in high school, but I didn't.
You can't remember?
No, nah, I didn't. I got kneed in the chin and I just started bleeding, and like she asked me questions like, "Oh, like does your head hurt?" Shit like that, and then I guess based on what I said, like she said I had a concussion.
They were like, "Who's the president?" I don't fucking know. It's like, "Oh, he failed history, anyways. We don't really know if we should fucking count."
Yeah, you may have not remember how you answered those questions. Hey, how's your head? Yeah, I love carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, got
it. I did notice in a lot of these soccer games is now they stop when sort of like the NFL, the spotter will get the guy out of the game. They'll stop the game if somebody goes down. Usually they don't stop if somebody walks off or whatever, but they'll stop the game when they think that a guy may have had a concussion, and
they're caring a little bit now.
Yeah,
it's called a lot of lawsuits.
Yeah, for sure. Tua had something to do with it. All right. Okay. So here's what I wanted to lay out. Can you put that thing back up, Tank, that showed the World Club Cup groups?
Give me a sec.
Bum, do you think
what?
Do you think the NFL would ever consider doing like a cup sort of in-season competition like the NBA is doing, which would look something like this?
More games, more injury? Probably not.
I would say you would have to do it like how many games is a preseason now? 3?
Yeah.
And you've taken one of those games and basically put it in the regular season now.
Yes.
Let's say you take one more out of preseason. Do you really need 3 preseason games?
No.
Let's say you take another one of those out. And maybe you make it would be too random. It would be super random. All right, let me put this thing back up. And you would hypothetical. So now you have 18 games to play with. And maybe you don't do this many groups. Maybe you just do the top 16. So you take only 16 teams. And maybe you don't do it every year. Maybe you do it every 4 years. They would never let a fucking Canadian team play a fucking American team, probably. Let's say the world was crazy and you could do whatever you wanted. You'd fucking give a birth to a Canadian team. They would never let a college team play a fucking NFL team, right?
I think that's happened though.
Like exhibition style?
I think it has.
Yeah. Maybe back in the old days?
Yeah.
Definitely used to happen like in the leather helmet days.
It happened when the college teams were actually better than the pro teams.
Like Notre Dame and shit like that?
I think so.
Say you took like fucking...
The defending NFL champion would play against college football's best players in the game, which was usually held at Soldier Field in Chicago.
It was
from
like
1934 to 1976.
It was like a college all-star team, right?
Yeah, versus the NFL champ.
Okay, so there's a precedent for it would have to be outgoing.
When did that stop?
76, when the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the College All Stars 24-0 in a downpour.
Wow, that's gone into, I don't want to say modern era, but sort of modern.
Fodder?
Modern.
Oh,
Fodder is what we've been talking about this whole time.
The 1947 game had an attendance of 105,000.
It's hard to put together a fucking college all-star team, dude, for football. It's way easier to say, I'll put a college baseball team together. Okay, baseball's played the same way. We don't need to strategize, playbook, nothing. College basketball, but fucking football.
wow. And that 76 Pittsburgh Steeler was in their heyday. That was like the steel curtain.
Did they win?
24-0.
Yeah.
Okay, forget the CFL in college. Let's just say 18 teams. Sorry, 16 teams. And you took, you'd have the last 4 Super Bowl winners, automatic berth. The last 4 AFC and NFC
Runner-ups.
So the last 4 Super Bowls, all the participants automatically in. And then everybody else that's left, it's the best record over the 4-year span. You get in. And then you seed them, and you would have to play 1, 2, 3 games. So that's 3 games to get out of the group, right? And then you'd have 8 teams. That'd be 8, 4, 2. That's another. So that'd be 6 games that the champion and runner-up would have to play. Nobody else would have to play that many games. Only those people would have to play up to 6 games. You'd have to shorten the regular season that year to.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You'd have to shorten the regular season almost back to
12.
Yeah, or you'd have to do at least 14, and then those people would have to play extra games. They wouldn't. Then you'd lose revenue probably because then you'd lose some games. It's not extra games really.
Yeah,
it's games.
I think the NFL would be interested in certainly creating that international market. I don't think they would ever be able to pull off some type of cup series though.
Yeah,
They should relegate and promote.
But with who?
The NFL minors.
No NFL competition has ever really come up that's been serious enough that they haven't just acquired or crushed. They don't want any competition, The CFL is not really. They have talked, I thought was sort of interesting, and they may be looking at it, putting a team in Europe, but I thought, and maybe even Mexico, but I thought before you do that, put a team in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, the team in Europe is already kind of Jacksonville, man. They play every year there.
Well, they've talked about adding one team there to one division, and then, you're already doing these NFL Europe games. Really, it would be each team in that division one time having to go over there. And then how many NFL Europe games are there a year now? So it would be just slightly more.
They have 2 in England, 1 in Germany. They've had 1 in Mexico.
So it would be adding the non-conference games to the current schedule. So say you would get the AFC East. So it's not like you don't have anybody from the West Coast flying out to England or whatever. So you get the Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots.
I think that's more doable than some type of cup thing. I think that is probably something that they're going to actually do.
Yeah, so Mexico would even be easier but not as profitable probably, and logistically way more different. Those people are fucking rabid over there for the NFL in Europe. That would be interesting. if they created a division that had one international team, and then that team would come here and maybe they'd have to play like multiple road game, like they got to come on a 3-game
road swing.
right, 3
But
game.
they
road
really
trip.
could have done something with CFL if they wanted to, like champ versus champ preseason.
The problem with that is CFL is different football.
Mm-hmm.
Different rules.
Yeah.
Notably, the field is longer, so it's 120 yards, I believe. It may be even a little wider.
Yeah.
They have like a running head start. Is it, or is that fucking Arena League only?
Yeah, I don't remember that being in the CFL.
I thought they had a motion thing that we don't have in the NFL.
I thought that was Arena.
Yeah, definitely it was Arena. I don't know if CFL
I
had.
think there's some scoring changes there.
Well, I think they used to do the
It is longer and wider.
That's what she said.
CFL allows 12 players.
Nah,
CFL,
the Dolphins, if they let them use 12 players and everybody else 11, we could get a couple.
CFL has 3 downs per possession.
Oh, look at that.
And there's some scoring differences too.
There are only 2 timeouts to a game.
Mike McDaniel would have trouble with that.
You can score 1 point in the CFL.
Without, like, that's it? That could be your final scoring?
No, like instead, the lowest point in the NFL is 2 by a safety.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So how do you get 1 point? It's some sort of small extra field goal, short field
Actually,
goal?
the NFL could score 1 extra points.
He's saying 1 point without having scored a touchdown. I think that could
it's
happen.
It's called a rogue.
A rogue.
What do you get for returning a blocked extra point? That's 2 points, right?
That would be a conversion, so I don't know if you get the 1 point or 2. But we would have seen a 1 point score already somewhere if that was the case.
The goalposts have different locations.
They're in the front, I believe, of the end zone.
How it used to be us or the NFL, and people get killed.
Yeah.
They would run into the end zone, the things?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's insane. Why would they even put it in the front?
They figured it out eventually.
There's a classic picture of Larry Blanca slamming into like the goalpost pad in a Super Bowl. I think it may have been Super Bowl 8, the last one the Dolphins won, may have been the last time that goalpost was.
So what was the rule if you just ran into the goalpost? Would that be considered a touchdown? Or you had to get around it?
I don't think I saw football when that occurred.
You know how when they dive over the end zone, they just go like this? And, it got over. Like, if you just went like this and touched the field goal, was it a touchdown? Or was it like, nope, it didn't pass the field goal?
No, I guess it would be a touchdown because, like, how when they knocked down the pylons, I guess it's the same idea, no?
Yeah, just ridiculous, like, that they had him there.
I'm sharing the picture that the bum was talking about.
All right, let me.
With Larry.
Yeah. That would be the guy to run into the fucking field goal. But, dude, that base is thick, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that thick now, is it?
And they would put a pad on that.
I would hope so, dude.
Yeah, the one I'm thinking of, that's another one. I'm thinking of Larry Zonka in the Super Bowl against the Minnesota Vikings. That may have been the last Super Bowl that had the post in the end zone.
That's Canadian right there, right?
Yeah.
They have it in the end zone, but not where you would like fucking. You could still score a touchdown without like not getting in.
There's the Packers field.
Oh, but you see, they don't have it like right at the 1 yard line. I thought it was like right at the 1 yard line. Interesting.
Like this bump? Oh, bum left.
That guy's tackling.
The post.
Yeah, dude. All right, I think we've bored the bum to death.
It happens.
Soccer. We'll see if he comes back to get off. But what else is going on, bro? How's life in Cocoa Beach? Is it Cocoa Beach or Cocoa?
Just Cocoa.
Just Cocoa. Cocoa Puffs.
That's good. I like it. Quiet.
More chill.
Yeah, for sure.
Made friends up there already?
Not really. I mean,
You
I
got a bunch
haven't.
of family over there, right?
Yeah, my parents and my brother. And then my brother had a guy that he's good friends with the family. And I know him. My cousin's here too. But I haven't made like a friend. Like I haven't, some like at work, people from different companies that I see, different trades on the job sites. But nobody, I haven't like gone to anybody's house or anything like that.
You haven't found like a soccer league and shit like you were doing down here?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't really looked either. I've been pretty busy with the work.
When you did that soccer league, was it people that like fucking sucked, dude? Or like everybody had like some skill?
Nah, it was people who knew how to play.
Like there was no like scrubs off the.
No, yeah, of course. There was teams that were bad but for the most part, like people knew how to play.
Was it beginners?
No.
Where you like the D League or something like that?
I'm sure there's Arizona good.
I'm sure there's leagues for beginners, right? I would like to play.
I mean, yeah, you could play. There's like, but I don't think in a league is where you would want to play.
No, like a Sunday beer league, dude. You know, like
I mean, that's what I would play.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, let's go play a game on Sunday. Not like record keeping and shit like that. Not like qualifying for the Champions League, shit like that.
No, nothing like that. But no, I haven't. I just been busy working, and that's it. So I would like to though. I want to play again.
If you come down here, we'll play. We'll play with Bruno. Bruno's getting into it.
All right.
Finally, he's getting into some sports.
Is he still with the Legos?
Dude, since he picked up soccer, he barely touches them. Thank God, because those fucking things were putting me in the fucking poorhouse, dude. So fucking expensive, dude. But now it's like soccer jerseys, so he's traded.
Even worse.
Yeah, it might be. His soccer thing is like, you know, Fortnite, where they go in the item shop and like, oh, look, I have the blue shoes. I have the hat. Now it's like, oh, I need the jersey from Boca. Oh, I need the one from Messi.
And what sucks is that he's going to grow out of them.
Yeah, I know. In like a couple years, none of them will fit him.
Yeah, so just don't even get it from Tom. Nah, bro.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Super Bowl was the last one that had striped footballs and the goalpost.
What are striped footballs?
You talking about the white stripes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought that was just a college thing.
Like those half circles?
Yeah. They used to allow the white stripes for night games.
I was going to say that was for vision, right?
But in that Super Bowl, they had it, and the end zone in the freaking, or the goalpost in the freaking end zone instead of in the back of the end zone.
I gotta tell you, the fucking end zone moving, one of the best moves they did probably. The 2-point conversion, another good move that they fucking did. Not having that was just makes the game that less exciting.
I think the overtime rules are stupid, though.
The way they have them now?
The way they've had them for a while.
What would be like the optimal?
I think I think you got to play until somebody scores and stops somebody.
But that could lead forever, dude.
It could be, but
'Cause
it's
you got-
really the only way to decide if isn't that the college or no, the college they get it at like the 20 or something.
Yeah, they do what
Yeah.
you're saying, but they do it with conversions. Sort of. Okay, sorry. They work their way down to conversions. They start at the 20, and then I get a shot. And then based on what I do, if I don't make the touchdown and I make just a field goal, then you can either tie me by kicking a field goal or beat me by making a touchdown. But if you match whatever I do, which could be I did nothing and you did nothing, or I did a field goal and you did a field goal, or I did a touchdown and I did a touchdown, then it goes again. I think one more round like that. And then, but you have to go for a 2-point conversion after. I believe.
Yes. See, that's
And then after that, if that still ends up tied, then they go just to straight 2-point conversions. You got to do a 2-point conversion.
so what they used to do in the NFL, like when the Dolphins played the longest game, is basically they'd play out a quarter. And then if it was still tied, they'd play another quarter. I think score and stop would be like the happy medium, I think.
Yeah, but I guess they're trying to avoid like an endless game. Sort of what they did to baseball with the extra inning rules.
California rule?
That runner in second base. What's the California rule?
But
I thought it was that.
But to me, the endless game comes from playing the time on the clock. That's how you get the endless game, right? Because let's say you get a 5-minute, let's say you get a 15-minute quarter, you score, and for almost the whole quarter, you're winning, and then in the last 2 minutes, they score. Okay. No, I'm talking about you score and you got to stop it, stop the other team. Once you do that, it's not time driven. It's you score and you got to stop the team. I think that would be the happy medium between playing because of time, like playing another full quarter.
Isn't that how it is, though? Don't you got to score and then not let the other team score?
I think no, because if you score a touchdown on your first possession, you win.
No, they just changed that after the Bills Chiefs debacle.
You get a chance to possess the ball regardless.
That was changed recently.
Yeah.
I thought that if you score a field goal in your first possession, the other team gets a possession.
That's normal. Like it stays the same. Like that's how it was before. But now they did it. In 2022, the NFL's overtime rules were amended for the postseason, giving both teams
for the postseason. That's the key for the postseason.
Oh.
For the postseason.
Yeah. Go ahead, though. What is it for the postseason?
Giving both teams the opportunity to possess the ball in overtime, even if the first team possesses the ball, scores a touchdown.
Okay, but that is not in effect for the regular season, right?
Right.
Okay.
In the postseason, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I found
so you would be in favor of that for the regular season. That's what you're saying, Bum?
That postseason score?
Yeah. No, that's not even what you're saying, though.
No, that's a little bit better. But I would want you stop and you got to you score and you got to stop the other team.
Okay, so if you score and the other team scores, then we start all over. Now,
yeah,
you score. Wait, I scored. Okay, start over. You scored. Okay, wait, I scored. Oh, field goal. Nope, I made a field goal. Oh, keep going. Oh, field goal. You made a touchdown. You won.
But I guess that's kind of how it is, no?
Or do it? No, yeah, that's the way it is. Actually, yeah. But what you're saying is further than that. Now I scored. I didn't win. Now you got to stop me.
Yeah.
Or now I got to stop you. I'm sorry. Because the way it is now, it would be touchdown for the overtime rules. I score a touchdown, you get a chance, you score a touchdown, then I get a chance, and then whatever I do, you have to match or beat it.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
that's only
basically-
for post, and
Which
that's
is
only
that.
for postseason.
Which is basically what you're saying, though, right?
That's only
Yeah.
for postseason.
For
But
postseason.
That's what you want. You want the postseason rules.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I have the top 10 most important rule changes.
In NFL,
Yeah.
For this year?
No, I guess just ever.
Oh,
Or I don't know if this is the time period, but at 10 I got third quarterback rule.
yeah, that's a recent one.
Yeah, 91.
In 91, they installed the third, because there's a new one this year about roster. What was this rule that you're talking about?
Allowing teams to dress a number 3 quarterback who is not on their active game day roster.
That dates back to 1991?
Yeah. Has undergone several revisions since its 91 introduction.
Okay, yeah, because there's one, the most recent one is where you have an emergency quarterback that's not one of your active 57 man, whatever.
It says it here, yeah. In 2024, NFL owners approved the measure allowing clubs to elevate their emergency QBs from the practice squad.
Yeah, while not taking a active roster spot. And that guy can dress for a game, but only play if the first 2 quarterbacks have been ruled out for the game, is what I believe.
The holy roller rule.
That's a fumble rule, right?
yeah. You can't. The offense can't advance a fumble.
Did Ken Stabler fumble? Or
Yes.
didn't he?
Yeah. That was where the Oakland Raiders fumbled the football and fumbled it all the way.
It's unclear whether they fumbled or threw a forward pass.
They kept fumbling it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, they were like, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they made that noise, but they were doing that.
I don't think they made that noise.
Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, we would have won if the defense didn't tackle them.
Playoff
They're
expansion.
patting the ball. They were patting the ball. See? You got to change that rule, Sonny.
8 is the playoff expansion.
That's good. I like expanded playoffs in all sports. I think the seasons are so long. There's so many cities, and it sucks for your team to be out of it early on.
They changed the whole seeding thing, and we talked about that in one show where it used to rotate, right?
As far as
Like who would be the number 1 seed? The old.
how did that work?
I think it was some type of rotation.
Meaning, like the number 1 seed would go to this conference this year.
Well, would have the home field advantage.
Yes, and it led to sometimes an inferior team having the home field and that helping them out tremendously.
Well, it's how the undefeated Dolphins were a road team against Pittsburgh.
Yes, the Steelers. Yes.
Yeah.
And more recently, they changed from you had 2 buys. This is under the expanded format where when they added the extra playoff team, now you had to even things out to have a even amount of teams play. You had to remove 1 bye, so now you only get 1 bye. But you used to get 2 buys. When
Yeah.
You had how many teams make the playoffs now? 7 from
7.
each. It used to be 6, so you had 2 buys, and then wild card weekend was 2 games in each conference. Now you get 3 games in each conference. Only 1 team gets the bye.
And number 7, the new kickoff rules that we took from the XFL.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, I don't even know what that is.
I think it sucks.
I couldn't tell you what that rule is. And I've been pretty good throughout my career knowing the NFL rules. I couldn't tell you what the kickoff rules are.
there's like a landing zone where if it lands there,
You have to run it.
you have. I don't even get it. I don't know. I think it sucks. Yeah, that's a concussion kickoff.
You just don't like change.
I'm
Or
set.
how about
I'm
don't
set
you-
my ways. See, I'm set my ways. Son.
And now, don't you have to like tell the team that you're going to kick an onside kick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no longer a surprise kickoff.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you have to declare so that landing zone
Exactly.
thing
Which
is not
to
in
me
play.
is bullshit.
Yeah, they eliminated an important part of the game with that.
Like outside of the fourth quarter, you can do an onside kick.
Right, and even that, yeah. So even if you declare, you can't do it.
Yeah, it must inform the referees.
Yeah, why
Jimmy
would?
Johnson was famous for that while he was our coach with the Dolphins. They did that a couple times.
Yeah, the surprise to start off the second half or some shit,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Then 2-point
Belichick,
conversions.
I think, like to do that shit too from time to time.
Possibly, yeah.
What was that,
6
Hank?
2-point conversions at number 6.
That was huge. That added a whole other element to possible comebacks.
Do you guys know who the first NFL player to score a 2-point play was?
Oh no, couldn't tell you.
No. I don't.
He was a Cleveland Brown in 1994.
Eric
Ernest
Metcalf.
Steiner.
Okay, no, the punter for the Browns. You guys know who it was?
Oh, Moorhead. I don't know.
Tom Tupa.
Tom Tupo
Oh,
famously was a quarterback.
The smoking Samoan.
He was first a quarterback that then became a punter,
He's asking you, bum.
or was he a punter that then became a quarterback?
I got to tell you, I only remember him as a quarterback. I never knew him as a punter.
He either started as a quarterback and ended up a punter, or started as a punter and ended up a quarterback. I can't remember. I would bet more that he started as a quarterback and ended up as a punter. I could be making this fucking whole thing up, but I remember something about this.
I never remember that guy being a punter.
Cardinals. He was a quarterback. Then with the Colts, backup quarterback. And then after that, after the Colts, he was exclusively a punter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only emergency occasions or trick plays, making use of throwing skills. So yeah, it was him. He did running in a fake extra point kick.
So he was drafted as
a quarterback for the Phoenix Cardinals.
Yeah, so he had some punts there, and then was a holder, and then the primary quarterback, and then a backup for the Colts.
Yeah,
and then after 92, he became a punter.
Yeah.
That guy was interesting. I don't know if anybody else had that.
Pretty different roles. Overtime rule change is number 5.
Just to touch on that punter thing, there a lot of times in high school and stuff, like the quarterback was just the best athlete, and they didn't have, like specialized guys, and he ended up being the punter. I remember seeing Randall Cunningham have to punt one game for, I don't know why, the punter must have got hurt or whatever. Dude, he fucking fired off, I think, like a fucking 80-yard punt or some fucking crazy shit like that. You remember that, bum?
Randall Cunningham?
Having to punt one game and fucking like punted like a fucking massive punt.
No, I don't remember that. You know what I did see the other day that I hadn't seen ever in football? An onside kick that was returned the other way for a touchdown on the first bounce. I had never seen that.
I've seen it. I've seen it. It's rare, but you can do it. Most times people fall on it and shit.
No, this guy
Scooped
picked it up, and went the distance, like right through the kicker, right through the middle of the field.
All right, listen to this real quick before we continue with the list. Randall Cunningham was actually. Oh, come on, dude. Sorry, I lost this. Okay. Randall Cunningham, 91 yards, 1989. Cunningham was a two-time All-American punter at UNLV, averaging 45 yards per punt. He was backed up on his 3-yard line in the fourth quarter of a 17-7 game against the Giants on a cold and windy day. On 4th and 33, he somehow convinced Coach Buddy Ryan to stay on the field and punt the ball himself. Cunningham took the snap and booted the ball with the wind at his back. The ball touched down at the New York 35 and bounced away from returner Dave Meggett, who chased it down. Chased the ball down at the 7. It went down in the books as a 91-yard punt. That's the third longest punt in NFL history. Sean McCarthy has a 93-yarder, and the number one punt is Sean O'Neal, 98 yards in 1969. Side tangent. Sorry. Go ahead, Boom.
Sean O'Neal was a Jet, wasn't he?
It was only the second game of Steve O'Neal. And he was already, New York Jet rookie when he did this. Pinned in the 2-yard line.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the ball was tucked at the 1-yard line, making it a 98-yard punt.
You know, the only reason I sort of remember that, I used to check out in elementary school the Guinness Book of World Records, and that's in there.
Yeah, 1969. So that would be a fresh record at the time. That was on the front page of the fucking Guinness Book of Records. That was a hot new edition at the time you were in fucking elementary.
That was first edition, no doubt.
We just got the new Guinness Book of Records here, John. You want to check it out? Oh, shit. Just as soon as I turn in my first copy of the Bible here.
Papyrus. Here's some ancient scrolls hot off the presses.
Number 5 is the overtime rule changes. The one
which they've been many, I think, over the years. They've tried different shit.
41 is the first time they gave sudden death.
It was sudden death, I think, for a while.
Yeah, in 2010 they added the they both get a chance if they kick the field goal.
And I think the first sudden death game was the 1958 Baltimore Colt Championship. And I think it was one of the first games televised on TV with a major satellite coverage and all that crap.
That was the NFL championship game?
I think so, yeah.
Is that the greatest game, or that's something else?
That is maybe. That is considered a great game. I don't know if it was considered the greatest game.
You know, that's when they had all the names. All those games had a name.
Yes.
Number 4 is pass blocking made easier. My bad.
Sorry, just real quick on that. 1958 championship game between the Colts and the Giants was the first ever game, and it's known as the greatest game ever played. Just to clear that up. Go ahead, Tank.
Pass blocking made easier.
How do you make pass blocking?
They weren't able to use their hands.
Wow, dude.
What year was that?
In 78.
So pre-78, you could not use your hands to block?
No, it says Jerry Kramer said, not only were you not allowed to use your hands, you had to have them on your chest. If you let hands get away from your body, even if your fists were clenched and you didn't reach for anything, they will call illegal use of hands.
So basically, the optimal fucking lineman was a quadriplegic or a fucking somebody with no hand. A hot dog would be like the best fucking. That's crazy, bro.
3 is the Mel Blount rule.
Yep. Is that the stick 'em? Or is that the jamming?
The Stickum would have been Lester the Molester.
It doesn't
Oh,
say.
okay. Yeah. I think the Mel Blount is the fucking jamming, right? Where you could just fucking jam people everywhere. It's the 5-yard rule, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. It said it leagues limited contact between corners and receivers to 5 yards.
Mm-hmm. Before that, he could be pushing you the whole fucking way.
When they changed the bump and run rule, we had to adjust, Blount said.
Yeah.
With defenders restricted, the NFL game immediately opened up. Passing attacks started dominating the league, while quarterbacks like Dan Marino and Don Faust posted gargantuan yardage totals.
That guy fucking paralyzed somebody, right?
Who?
Mel Blount?
No, that was Jack Tatum.
Oh, sorry. A teammate of his, right?
Jack Tatum was a Raider.
Raider. Okay, I'm confusing illegal Steelers and Raiders here.
And Jack Tatum crippled Darryl Stingley of the New England Patriots in a preseason game.
Wow, it was just a stinger.
The NFL stepped up its enforcement of illegal contact after the New England Patriots beat up the Indianapolis Colts receivers in the 2004 AFC title. Since then, referees have been on the lookout for contact, holding, and interference, generally making the game easier for receivers.
That's the same rule?
Yeah.
As we were talking. Okay, so they expanded on it.
Yeah, because the Patriots beat up the Colts.
That was another cheating instance. I remember that analysis after that game, and they showed how the Patriots just mugged Marvin Harrison in that just manhandled them.
Fucking cheaters, dude.
Number 2 is instant replay.
Dude, that was so lacking for so long, and they had the technology there to fucking. I mean, everybody came around on that eventually, but dude, do you remember watching so many games, even into the 90s and shit, where like, oh my God, they just fucking missed that. It's so blatant.
Well, what, and especially when you were, if you were watching on TV, but also in the stadium, they would play it on the big screen, and, everybody would go nuts, and there wasn't any instant replay.
Soccer didn't get it till just now.
I mean, your country would have one less World Cup probably if they had it back in '86 with the fucking hand to God goal of Maradona.
Well, I think we would have still beat them. Nah, I think we would have tied.
Appreciated that comment.
I don't know if we beat them 3-1 or 2-1. I think we beat them 3-1.
He gave me fucking laser eyes through a fucking computer screen, dude.
In '86, it got applied, the instant replay.
Really?
6? I thought it was later.
Dude,
Did you think it was later?
I remember when I first started watching football, they didn't have. I mean, you had replays, but they didn't apply
it says coaches' challenges weren't instituted for over a decade until the NFL approved the measure permitting coach requested reviews for the '97 campaign.
That sounds more like what I remember. Yeah. And even then it was, I think, more limited. Only certain, like, less stuff was reviewable. Even today, you get things that are blatant, but they're not reviewable, or the whistle had blown or some bullshit. Soccer's pretty good about that. Pretty much they review anything.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah. and they don't even have to challenge it.
No. Now it's even better because like they'll tell the refs, the VAR people.
Yeah, they'll either make the call or they'll say, hey, you got to come over here and look at this and see if you want to change your call.
Yeah.
Because if it's a judgment call,
Yeah.
they'll say a penalty usually, right? They'll be like, hey, you want to come look at this? Maybe you want to.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, and the other day I saw the rare offense offside call. I can't remember the last time that was called.
Well, the even more rare thing that you saw that you sent me the other day was Josh Allen being credited 2 touchdowns on one play,
Yes.
which Tua could never do, but he did it.
Yes.
The way that went down was he threw the ball,
and he ran it in.
The guy caught it,
lateral it back to him, and he ran it in for a touchdown.
so he gets credit for the touchdown pass, but he ends up becoming actually the receiver as well.
I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, that's not a touchdown pass.
It's a touchdown. It should be a
touchdown assist.
It started as a pass. Because if that guy would have laddered it to somebody else, it would have been a touchdown pass. If he would have laddered it, say, to the tight end, it goes down as a touchdown pass.
Okay, let's use that logic. You shouldn't get also a running. And by the way,
no, he doesn't get a running. He got a receiving touchdown.
And a running.
No, passing and receiving.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He did have a rushing touchdown, but not on that play.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Had that ever happened before?
Not while I've watched football. That I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. When was the last time that happened? You'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I've never.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I saw a clip of Giselle saying, "My husband can't throw and catch the ball."
That's why she's with that fucking Brazilian guy now.
You guys know what the number one rule is? Rule change?
No.
Pass interference.
It's not a game rule. It's not within the game. Like it's not like anything with yards.
Oh, free agency?
Yeah. And salary cap.
Yeah. Yeah. So Giselle did not waste much time, right?
She got knocked up.
Yeah.
She's pregnant?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, dude. She put him.
Why don't you like that, bum?
He put her in a jiu-jitsu fucking.
In a fucking half Nelson.
Crotch.
He did not have me in a full Nelson. You guys ever seen that video?
No, what is that?
Little Tom Brady.
Let me see if I can.
Had I don't know. He put out like some lyrics to a really sad song or something. Like,
what a fucking homo. Fucking hate that guy, dude. How's his fucking broadcasting career going?
Or his ownership. That team's a disaster.
I wish him the worst.
You still hate him?
Is he not quite as much because he's not playing, but he's gotta be. I don't know. A lot of people don't like LeBron either, but is he the most despised fucking superstar ever?
I think that's just you and me, man. Everybody else loves that guy.
Really?
What about Cristiano Ronaldo?
I mean,
a lot of people like him.
Manny and Milton love that guy.
Really, Manny? That's how I know that guy's not a real fucking Dolphin fan, bro. That's number one criteria. How can you like the guy that fucking causes you fucking pain?
Oh, he's a great player.
That fits into all his persona with everything else. With the two with fucking Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, all that. That's all lumped into the same part of his brain that fucking makes those decisions. It's all there. That all come out of that one part. Or it could be his ass that does it. I don't know, but it all fucking fits in right down the box.
I'm sharing goat.
All right.
What are we seeing?
Was able to restrain him and subdue him on the ground with a full Nelson. Then once you guys arrived, I let him go.
I was never in a full Nelson, though.
Okay.
I was never in a
For
full
sake of
Nelson.
conversation, he said that. It's neither here nor there. We're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on tonight.
Okay, but
So what's going
a
on
full
tonight?
Nelson never happened. So obviously, you're believing it
No.
didn't happen.
Well, you weren't talking to me before, so I need to figure something out,
And
right?
this motherfucker is a fucking liar. He never had me in a full Nelson.
You go by Christian, Chris.
It doesn't fucking
I'm
matter
gonna
at
call you
this
Christian,
point.
okay? Well, it doesn't matter.
Fucking matter
Here's the
at this
thing.
point.
Here's the thing.
This motherfucker never had me at a full Nelson.
Was able to restrain him.
Do you think he had him in a half Nelson?
Maybe that's the problem.
You remember the half Nelson? It's one arm.
He was upset about that, huh?
He took that shit personal, dude. He was like, I'll fucking go to jail, but he
I'm
ain't
gonna get this
fucking,
clear.
he ain't fucking have me in a full Nelson, dude. This guy's a fucking liar. That's hilarious, dude. That guy was getting arrested, obviously, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey,
Never had me. A full Nelson never happened.
Have you guys ever been put in a full Nelson?
A full Nelson is like the master lock.
Yeah, the master lock was like a variation of the full Nelson. The master lock, he would fucking like swing your ass around, but it's basically the dude puts his arms under your thing and then over your neck.
yeah, I was just happy never to be in the Boston Crab.
The Boston Crab
Was like a weird 69 thing. I don't.
The guy's ass is on your ass neck, and he's got your legs, and he's fucking going back. How about a camel clutch? They ever have you in a camel clutch?
No, but I remember seeing the Iron Sheik with the camel clutch.
Oh, the Boston Crab is like the walls of Jericho.
Yes, it's a variation. The camel clutch fucking hurts, dude, because they're like ripping your fucking neck. It's like they're ripping your fucking neck off. You know that all that shit was bullshit because you've never seen any of that shit in MMA ever. Nobody's ever fucking attempted any of those.
Hey, I mean, but the walls of Jericho would fucking hurt.
Yeah, but nobody would ever allow themselves to be fucking.
What about the ankle lock?
That was one of the cheesiest ones. That was Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah.
He just had your leg, and that none of your other body could do anything to get out of it. Like you could kick that guy, you could fucking punch him. No,
Look, I'm sharing. He just had your ankle. You couldn't kick his knee out.
Yeah, like he couldn't kick this guy right there. It's actually very easy to get out of. He just has to roll over. Right? If he rolls to his right, that's it.
Maybe. Well, your ankle is locked.
Yeah, but your whole rest of your body is free. Just trust me. If you don't see this shit in MMA, dude, it's because it's fucking bullshit. All right. Bum, are you looking forward to Boston? Was that fucking Hornswoggle?
What the hell is that?
That's Santino Marella.
That's an odd thing he's doing there.
He's Italian, so he's doing like
He's doing
The Cobra.
What was that guy's name?
the Black Hand.
The
5-knuckle shuffle.
the dictator.
The five knuckle shuffle is almost as ridiculous as the People's Elbow and as Hulk Hogan's leg drop.
The lie detector? That must be new.
Was that Arch Truth?
Yeah.
That move was sick, dude. but it was more like a gymnastics fucking move that he was doing.
World's strongest slam.
What are these? The most ridiculous moves, or what is this?
Yeah.
How about the torture rack? Do you remember the torture rack, Bum?
What's the ball and elbow?
That sounds familiar.
Lex
MVP.
Luger used to do
Yeah.
that. It's basically he would get you over his shoulders, and your legs were over here, and your head was here, and then he would just like bounce up and down, and that would like fuck up your back. Was like the fucking. When's the last time you guys saw wrestling?
It's been a while for me.
Yeah.
They're going on Netflix now.
The brain chop.
Used to
He
really
would
enjoy
just
it.
fucking chop you on the head like that.
Like straight like this.
Yeah, but this guy was fucking like 7 feet tall. The Great Khali.
He would also get you in the vice grip.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it'd probably screw you up, man.
This is basically like way worse than the Iron Claw, which was the original cheesy fucking move. The Iron Claw is just ridiculous.
This was not ridiculous. This was the shit, bro.
Booyaka, booyaka, 619. That was so stupid, dude. Sorry, I know that's your boy. Like, let me fall on these ropes, and I'm unconscious, and I'll just. Where do you want me? Right here? Okay, a little to the left. All right. Okay,
Remember
go.
the raking of the eyes? That was
Look, the people's oval. Look, the atomic electro.
That's ridiculous, dude.
What about the headbutt from Vladimir Kozlov?
Oh, wow, I forgot about this guy. This guy had the flying headbutt off the top rope.
Any move from Hornswoggle.
He had the tadpole splash off the top rope.
Wow. The mandible claw.
Ridiculous. With Sacco.
Yeah. Attitude adjustment.
Okay, the attitude adjustment is sort of like a torture rack, but then he throws you over his shoulder and slams you.
But you know what the attitude adjustment is, right?
It's the FU, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
the crane kick. I don't remember. seeing it.
Funaki.
That's
I always
Karate
saw
Kid.
that on the Karate Kid.
Yes, that's where he got it from.
Oh, look.
The fucking. They did not have me in a full Nelson.
Mm.
Dude, is that Melina? That chick was hot, dude.
Stacy Keebler was the hottest.
Yeah, she
And
was
Trish Stratus.
Yeah. She did some porn
I
work.
think she went out with George Clooney.
Who?
Stacy Keebler.
Mm,
What about the heart punch?
I don't know what the fuck that is. This guy was part of Demolition later, I think, or before. I don't remember.
The worm. Wow, I remember
Ridiculous.
this guy. What's his name?
Scotty Too
Scotty Too
Hotty.
Hottie.
Scotty Too Dorky, dude.
The Samoan Spike.
No, his ass move wasn't. Oh no, that was Rikishi.
That was Rikishi, the
Yeah.
stink face, I think.
Oh god, that was so gay, dude. He would literally jump off the turnbuckle onto the other turnbuckle while you were like sitting and put his ass in your face.
And then he wouldn't. That's the guy that wouldn't wash his ass or his feet before the matches, like 2 weeks before.
Dude, I don't care what kind of money you fucking pay me for entertainment or whatever. Like, there he is, right there. And he liked it. Look at his face, dude. All these people are related to The Rock, by the way. This guy and the other guy.
They're both dead.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead people in wrestling.
You think this guy's dead?
For
You know,
sure.
I
Looks
never-
like he got heart punched.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see that Zac Efron movie on the Wyndham?
Erickson's?
The Von
I
Erich.
didn't- The Von Erichs, yeah. No, I didn't see
Not
it.
the Wyndhams, the Von Erichs, right, Bum?
On
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
On Eric.
Yeah, they did the Iron Claw. I didn't see it, but I've seen documentaries on it. I wouldn't mind watching it. That was like I remember watching this documentary series called The Dark Side of the Ring, which is pretty cool, and they would talk about fucked up shit in wrestling, and they had an episode or two about them. Dude, just cursed. That whole family was just cursed, dude. They all died, like 5 brothers.
Out of 6.
Yeah, only
But the Wyndhams had some pretty bad luck too.
I don't know as much about them,
And then you had the Funks.
but they lived forever.
What about the Benoits? They didn't
Mm.
make it long.
Mm. You know what was ridiculous? The night that he did that, they did like a tribute to him on Monday Night Raw. And then the next day it came out that he killed his family.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, bro, they didn't know that. Or they didn't bother to like, hey, what are the details on this? Oh, he murdered his wife and son? Oh, maybe we shouldn't.
Oh, I don't know that story. What was that?
Chris Benoit?
You know, Chris Benoit, the cross-faced crippler or whatever the fuck they call it, he fucking lived up to his name eventually. He was a wrestler in WCW and later WWE. One of his moves was off the top rope, a headbutt to the guy on the ground, which obviously caused serious brain damage. He ended up killing his young son and wife, and then I believe hanging himself or shooting himself. And the day that it happened, WWE Raw did like a whole night-long tribute episode to him. I don't remember if they dude, by the way, whatever happened with McMahon and all those fucking trials that they were fucking for all the sex fucking shit.
I know what happened to his wife.
What happened to his wife?
Trump's nominating her for
the education
director.
Get the fuck out of here.
Secretary of Education.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. That is wild, dude.
He's trying to get that get out of jail free card.
Wow. I don't think she's involved in the business anymore. That's his ex-wife, obviously, right?
I don't think so.
I thought he was still married.
Damn. She's fucking more of a champ than fucking Hillary, dude.
She's the CEO of wrestling.
I didn't think she was involved. I know that the son-in-law is, and the son, and the
daughter, yeah.
I thought she was the CEO.
I thought she was always kind of hot. Stephanie McMahon, the daughter. She had some big cans. So whatever happened? Did they ever say what happened with him, or that's still litigating?
Linda McMahon's alleged WWE sexual abuse lawsuit paused.
But how about Vince McMahon's?
Wow, she had one too?
Yeah, I didn't even know she had one.
Well, she must have been involved.
I know his was this one girl that worked for them that he would have her like have sex with like business partners and shit. She was like his assistant and an up and comer, and you know he was supposedly, allegedly bringing her on, but like whenever he took her on business trips, you know, he would like, hey, you gotta go have sex with this guy, or you gotta whatever.
Gotta close the deal.
Yeah,
you're gonna help me.
You gotta put him in the fucking stink face for me. We gotta get this done here.
I guess it's all together, her and him.
Yeah, but I read some of the texts. They were fucking terrible.
Nick Khan. You know Nick Khan?
Mm-mm.
He's the new CEO of WWE.
Yeah, they're going on Netflix now. I think I mentioned it already.
Yeah.
Big deal. I don't know if it's all their shit or just Raw.
They better fix their streaming capability, unlike that freaking Tyson fight.
Let's use the term fight loosely here.
Yes.
That was a fucking fiasco, dude.
In every which way.
Not just the fucking streaming, but yeah, the fight and everything. Supposedly they said they learned a lot. And
yeah. Oh shit, we need to expand our capabilities. That's what we learned.
We learned we suck.
Because they're gonna do football, right?
Yeah, they got I think like a Christmas or some shit. Christmas game, maybe. So, Bum, are you looking forward to Boston?
It's gonna be fucking cold, dude.
Dude, it was like 26 you showed me or something.
Like, and it's not even winter yet there.
Do you have that kind of gear?
I mean,
like we need like skiing fucking gear, basically.
I do have ski pants, but
We need like Eskimo fucking type of
Put
provision.
it this way,
Fur.
very like remember when we went to North Carolina and we couldn't go inner tubing because it was too hot? That's not going to happen here.
And that was not hot either. That was pretty cold too.
We may end up just being like at one of those parks fucking around in the snow because of.
Or we'll be at a pub.
It's 31 right now in Boston.
Fuck that, bro. I gotta check the cancellation policy on this fucking thing.
It's 51 where I'm at.
Oh wow.
I think the high in the summer in Boston is 72.
That's a cold fucking night for me, dude.
That's like when I put my AC to go to sleep.
I put the heater on when it's 72 outside.
Saturday, Boston's going to be a low of 21 and a high of 35.
Dude, when I went to New York, I don't remember if it was last year or this year. In January,
Last year. This year.
it was like it was 32, and dude, we were fucking freezing our fucking ass off, dude. You couldn't really do anything outdoors.
The first time that I went to New York with the kids, they were still in strollers. And
Also known as an ice box.
It was like 19, but with the wind chill, it was 8 degrees. And it was the coldest in New York in 10 years at the time.
Did it snow?
It snowed. What do they call that? It flurried one day.
Yeah, we got that the last day.
Like, for it to snow, it's got to be like 19, 20 degrees, somewhere in that range.
We got
this. What do they call it? Rain.
Yeah, we got like into the high 20s, and it was like some shitty little that when it falls it would melt, but whatever. It was. We told them it was snow, and then it looked like snow, but it was. Yeah, it was like rain that froze on the way down. Probably more than snow. So I got to check my gear, dude. I don't know if I have the proper gearage for.
Yeah, that's a big woolen coat, long johns, gloves.
You gotta have like some. I'm gonna take like some boots or something. You
gotta water. You make sure they are water resistant.
So we're doing the Iditarod for fucking New Year's. Basically, is what we signed up for. Without the fucking wolves or whatever it is that pulls the fucking cart.
It's a winter vacation.
That walking tour should be fun. In that
frostbite and all.
What's the top shit to do there? We're gonna go Fenway. I got the tickets for that, so that's cool. It would have been cool to see a game, but obviously we can't because of the time of year. But it's gonna be cool to tour. Sometimes those tours are even cooler than going to a game. I did one time.
I did the one at what is it, San Francisco Park?
Maybe Pac. Well, I don't know what the fuck they call it, but yes,
that was really cool.
Where the Giants play.
Yeah, when I went to San Francisco, we did that.
Yeah, I did. The Blue Jays Sky Dome or whatever.
Oh, and I did that one when I went to Toronto in 1998.
Oh, I didn't know you've been there.
Yeah,
badass, right? The city and the stadium, and older already. Well, actually, when did you go?
1998.
Oh, it was pretty fucking new when you went.
That happens to be a lot.
1998.
They were inaugurating Fenway Park when I was there. A small boy at the time.
I was 30. I was 30 years old.
First year of the Guinness Book of Records, as I recall.
I was 2 years old in 98.
Yeah.
Dude, the Sky Dome was fucking new at that time. Did you check out the hotel and shit?
We had dinner at the CN Tower at the very top with the one
Yes.
that moves.
Dope.
When did you go to Toronto?
We went when Nina was not born yet, and Bruno was like 2 or 3, so 2016 or something like that. And we
I never knew you went there.
I got the hotel one night, so we stayed in the hotel in the stadium one night, and there was an actual game going on one of the days, so it was pretty cool. You open your window and you're looking at the game. And then we went to a regular game just in the crowd, and the city is really nice, dude.
It was very clean.
Yeah.
Also went to the Hockey Hall of Fame there too.
I didn't do that,
Yeah.
but we did Niagara Falls when we went there.
And then we took a trip to Niagara Falls from there.
A lot of churches. Do you remember a lot of churches in that downtown area?
Yeah, and I remember a lot of Indians.
I don't remember that.
Indigenous people?
No.
I think they call them First Nations over there.
No, this was
From India.
from India.
You're talking about, would you like to slap it? Slap it. Yes. I kill you.
Yes.
Just took my eye and stung it. I don't remember those guys. But I remember it like, I'm like, where's the bombs? Where's the fucking shit on the street?
No,
Where's the garbage?
None of that.
Where's the rundown fucking, which is the neighborhood I shouldn't go into? It was all very, very organized, very nice, very.
I have to say it was.
Felt very, very safe. So there's Fenway. The historical tour, I'm sure, takes you to like all those like.
I think it's called the Freedom Trail, and it's basically stops off at all the historical sites. I think the Boston Harbor, where the Tea Party was,
Bunker Hill,
Boston Massacre.
Also,
that'll be when we freeze on stop 2 of the walking.
I don't know if that one takes you. I remember doing Plymouth Rock and the Salem Witch Trials separate to that.
Now, the Salem Witch Trials, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that. I don't know if you guys have that in the books, but you have to like drive a ways, right, to see that?
I remember driving to, I remember taking a bus to that.
Was it like a long?
I don't remember it being long though.
Back in those days, on horse and carriage, my boy.
We were traveling through the cobblestone streets.
Travel accommodations and not what they used to be.
Yeah.
If you had a good thoroughbred, you could make some good time in the evenings. But
so yeah, that was like a museum that kind of went through everything there of the Salem witch trial. I remember getting.
Will you be bringing back the governor for this occasion?
I went with the police explorer, so they gave us the local patch for Salem. The police department actually has a witch on a broom that they wear.
Oh, you don't say.
And they gave us each a patch, which was kind of cool at the time.
Dude, that's crazy that at one time we were killing witches.
Bitches.
Not that long ago.
No.
That in the grand scheme of things, right?
1800s, maybe 1700s.
500 years ago, we were killing witches. That's 5 people ago.
And through very scientific ways, like if they strapped you to a block and you sank to the bottom of the,
you weren't a witch.
You weren't a witch, but you drowned.
Have you seen the witch stairs?
She's not a witch, but she's dead.
You guys ever seen witch stairs?
No.
They're instead of just regular stairs, they're like one stairs here and one's here. So
uneven.
They're uneven stairs, and supposedly witches cannot climb them. I don't know why that is, but if you've been wondering about my sister Vivian, we'll see if we'll have her try to walk up.
She may know somebody there. Yeah, and they at the end they like pose alternate theories, like that what happened to those people actually is that they.
Mass hysteria
Well, that was one. The
or
other is
psychosis.
that was one thing. The other is that they actually were intoxicated with a form of LSD that came from like
Fermented something.
fermented bread or moldy bread or moldy beer or wine or something.
Joe Rogan talks about this often.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah, something about the fermented shit that he brought up. Okay, so Boston, the Freedom Trail, Plymouth Rock, the Witches. Oh, the fucking Amity Island, Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard, which I read will be shuttered.
It'll be frozen solid, frozen tundra. If you have your ice skates, you can make it there. So you can't even go there?
No, they say like December is the off season. No fucking kidding. So some places will be closed, but you know there'll be stuff to see.
Only Eskimos come during this time.
Hey, honey, what's that? That's an iceberg. Yeah.
I would love to go there, dude.
Yeah, I think we should, man. I always wanted to go there.
Yeah. Jaws. And then I don't know what else there is to do there.
It's like a quaint little town.
Get the car. It's a clam chowder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lobster rolls and clam chowder.
Tommy Brady. Yeah. Best player ever. Yeah. The Sox.
Jaws was filmed in Martha's Vineyard?
Yeah. You know Amity Island, the island they're on? It's
a
really
real island?
No, it's really Martha's Vineyard, which is a real island, but it's not named Amity Island.
I just saw it recently.
Oh, really? What'd you think?
Fucking sucks.
Jaws?
Fucking gay, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's old, right?
Yeah.
You
gotta look past that.
You gotta see. You had to be there.
You see?
Fucking 75.
That's what happens. You watch those old movies and it's like, where are the special effects on this thing?
That's supposed to be one of the best movies of all time. Masterpiece.
Nah, it was good. It was a good movie, but I don't know about.
If I remember clearly, that guy Mark rated it like.
I think that was his favorite, and he was really disappointed that it didn't win.
I think it was like top 2, top 3.
Yeah, it might have been his top movie of all time.
Yeah.
Who's Mark?
Shout out Mark Esper.
The guy?
The movie guy that we did the show with?
Yeah, the movie buff.
Oh, how do you remember his name is Mark?
I just remember Mark. I don't remember the last name.
Mark Esper.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of pissed that like we didn't fucking vote that top, which I think Casablanca won.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction won?
Yeah, as a play-in, as a walk-on.
I think Pulp Fiction got really far, but I thought Casablanca.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through the first fucking 15 minutes of Casablanca. Fuck that movie.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It was the black and white, right, Tank? The black and white just throws you.
You gotta look past that shit, dude.
Immediately puts you in a somber mode.
Yeah.
But somber's good sometimes. You know which is the one I got out of there that I watched? Actually, it's almost time to watch it now, probably. The Christmas one that's sad.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
You know, I hadn't seen that, and I saw it maybe a year ago. That's a pretty good movie.
It's great, dude.
I saw National Lampoon's Christmas the other day.
That's fucking great, dude. I love that one.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. He's fucking
Not a lot of
hilarious.
special effects there either.
No.
No, but I mean, in comparison to Casablanca and Jaws, it's like that's fucking Spielberg right there.
Yeah.
Which actually one of them is Spielberg, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but
Jaws is Spielberg.
yeah. But that movie, Jaws, the whole scenes where like it looks like the shark, like he makes it look like the shark is swimming and from the shark's point of view. He had to improvise all that because they couldn't get the shark effects to do the right shit. So kind of like the job that he did with it is what's really makes it,
Outstanding.
yeah, the directorial work, but also all the dialogue between the guys. You know, you got the dorky tech guy, you got the fucking cop guy, and then the fucking old sailor guy who's looks real tough and shit, but he's actually doesn't want to fucking be anywhere near the water, probably, or inside the water.
You know the name of the shark?
Bruce. Yeah.
Named after his lawyer,
Yeah.
who he thought was a shark.
I have the book. I never read it. He changed a lot of shit though from the book. In the book, the Dreyfus character actually has an affair with his wife.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dreyfus?
Yeah. Hooper.
The cop.
No, the tech.
Oh yeah, the
animal.
kid, yeah, that guy.
Dork.
Hooper, aren't you watching the damn thing?
But you don't even meet his wife.
No, the cop's wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
When they're drinking the wine.
I see you got your rubbers on. That's like a nod to when he brings the bottle of wine. In the book, he actually already had his thing with her. And Spielberg said, I read the book and he had to change it because all these characters are so unlikable. Like, I really want to have the shark fucking eat them all because like they were different than the way he portrayed them in the film.
I was surprised that he killed that guy. The
Hooper?
Yeah.
No, not Hooper. Fucking
Quint.
Quint.
That I think that was such a great character.
Yeah, dude, he's great, dude. And I believe they were talking. I don't know of doing like a prequel thing with his story, more of like his shit.
You know, Quint reminds me. Like if I would have went like fishing with my dad, I'm pretty sure he would be Quint. You know what I'm saying? Like telling you what to do and kind of laughing at you.
You got city hands, boy.
Yeah. Counting money all your life. I haven't had to do basic seamanship in a while. Or drive the boat. Can't you see where this thing is going? Being yelled at like that. I could see my dad.
Reverse it, Hooper. Reverse it.
I could see my dad doing that.
Tie it to the barrel.
So you got your rubbers on?
Yeah.
But the whole interaction between the three guys is also, it's that second. I think the best part of the movie is when they're on the boat.
When they're singing.
When they're getting ripped, yeah. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Fair ladies of Spain.
Did you go into part 2 and shit, or you just stopped there?
No.
Part 2's okay.
How is there a part 2? Is another bigger shark? Or?
If you don't like the first one, you're not gonna venture into the other.
No, it's good. It's a good movie. Like I don't regret watching it, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's one of the best movies.
By part 3 and 4, part 3 is the one that takes place in like Orlando SeaWorld, right?
And it was 3D.
And it was 3D.
And is Sharknado part of this universe?
It's like a spoof on it.
Oh.
Yeah. And then part 4 says, we don't give a fuck about part 3. Here's a new thing. We're in the Bahamas, and this shark has a vendetta. It's coming after our family.
Oh, it's specifically attacking certain people?
It swam all the way from fucking Nantucket to fucking the Bahamas to kill their family. They went to the fucking... And then there's fucking Cruel Jaws. Has anybody seen Cruel Jaws?
Well, when we were talking about that, we started to get clips from all these fucking Jaws movies that were just horrific. And some of them copied certain things, like the pulling down of the helicopter.
Dude, Cruel Jaws is just a blatant ripoff of all the Jaws movies. and
Of
it's
all the kill scenes of the Jaws movie.
yeah, like there's one with a helicopter, and like the guy says, "We're gonna need a bigger helicopter," and they're trying to fucking shoot the fucking shark from the helicopter, and there's a scene where the girl pours the gas all over her, kind of like it does in Jaws 2, I think. Remember
Yeah.
when but it's more ridiculous. Like she pours way more gas on herself and sets herself on fire. It's just and there's a guy that looks like Hulk Hogan. He's a Hulk Hogan impersonator,
Yes.
literally in the movie. And that one was filmed mostly in, that I've never been to that place in the Keys that's called Theater of the Seas or some shit.
Theater of the Sea.
Yeah, it's filmed mostly there.
Wow. All right, boys.
All right, guys.
It's about that time.
Yeah. All right. Let's fucking go Dolphins, dude. I love those fucking guys.
Let's go soccer and cricket
And
and
field
ping
hockey.
pong and tennis.
All right, how do I shut this thing off? All right, peace.